All right, well, hello, everybody. There's Ed. Ed's talking in the background on the microphone there. My name's Gary Holsenberg, and we are giving you some bonus coverage here of the Roto Grip TAT. This is a qualifying round. I am in the booth with Blair. Hi, Blair.
Hi, Gary.
And Paul. Paul's in the booth, and he's probably going to put a headset on later. I don't know. He might not. He's tired.
He's just gonna yell
He's
at
just
you
doing
the
the
whole time.
production of this. Somebody's getting. They're raffling off some Super Bowl tickets. Tomorrow's big game,
Really?
Blair. I think that's what Ed is shouting.
They're raffling off Super Bowl tickets?
Ed's shouting in the background.
I hear that. It sounds like a Peanuts parrot character, the adult in the Peanuts cartoons. Wah, wah,
Yeah.
wah, wah.
How many more qualifying squads do we have today?
Okay, so I lost my schedule. I was given a schedule yesterday and I lost it.
All right. Okay, so
Oh wait, but
this is coming on.
hold on.
This is a qualifying, the 11 o'clock qualifying squad.
Yes.
And
It's online. Look, I found the schedule again. Maybe.
everybody, Blair, found the schedule.
Okay, today is Saturday. There is qualifying, 11 a.m., 1:30 p.m., 5 p.m., 7 p.m.
So this is, we're in Rotogrip land. We're Schlemmer.
He apparently lost his voice, is what he told me.
He lost his voice.
That's what he said. Maybe
Seems impossible.
I thought so too, but you never know. He's been talking a lot to bowlers and laying out balls, and I mean,
That's what we do.
it is. It's true.
All right, so here we're going to get about 10 minutes of practice. You guys are going to see some different camera angles. I think we got a couple set up, maybe three different little cameras that we can switch around to. And right now, you're seeing our championship pair, huh?
That's it. 17 and 18.
Blair's looking at it on her computer. Is that
Yeah, that's the live feed.
that one right there, 17, 18?
Yeah, that's it. That's what you're looking at.
So the pattern, Blair,
Yeah.
if you're just tuning in, or if you've tuned in before, I would like to say, one, thank you for watching, and two, the pattern has played pretty interesting. It's been changing some stuff up, and yesterday I came in and everyone was playing in and bumping the track, and now today everyone was playing all over the place, Blair.
Yeah, that was this morning.
So here's my prediction: is scores on this round are not going to be overly high.
I think that's a fair prediction. Judging by the VIP squad this morning, it was all over the place.
All over the place.
And they didn't re-oil, correct? No re-oil.
No.
So they're
they won't
bowling on.
re-oil.
They bowl
They're
in
not
on
going to re-oil.
ever again? I think they are. The schedule says they are.
The schedule. Paul, are you in the booth now, Paul?
I mostly put the headset on so that I can hear you guys and better switch according to whatever you're talking about. But
Oh, Paul.
yeah, I'm in
He's
the
our
booth.
producer.
Let's talk.
Paul is our
Paul's-
producer.
Paul's into chat. He's into chats a bit.
Ooh.
Into chat room.
And we have some people watching, but if you are watching and you have any questions, throw them up in the chat room.
Let's hear them.
Where would you play on a 37-foot pattern?
I'd play out.
I would too.
I'd play between the first and second arrow and get it to 5, 6 down lane. And then as the day goes on, I'd move my feet in, and I think that would be good. I like balls like IQ Tour. I like the Hustles.
Yeah.
Daredevils looked really good. The Roto Group Daredevils looked really good this week.
High wire?
No Rules Pearl's been pretty good with a little scuff on it. High Wire's been good.
Yeah.
Roto Balls matching up this week.
Yes, they are. Roto balls are rolling strong lately.
I think someone bowled 900 last night.
That's
with the No
accurate.
Rules Pearl. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
A 900.
900.
No rules pearl.
That's three 300s in a row.
We
36 strikes.
saw the video when we were at dinner last night, and
Here in this tournament.
No. In Illinois,
Oh, okay.
I believe.
I don't remember where it was.
I do. Hang on. It is.
I don't think it was Illinois though.
It's at
Was it?
Strike and Spare in Lockport, Illinois.
Lockport, Illinois.
Yep. His name is Sam. Sam. I don't want to mess this up. I haven't talked to him yet, but I do have his contact information.
Give it a
now.
try.
All right. Okay. It's Sam Esposito.
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 Espacito.
I don't know what it is. Sam, we're sorry.
Sam, you rock. 900.
You're a superstar. And
900.
I will be talking to him today.
Yeah, because everyone that bowls 900 with Storm or Rotogrip product gets special prize from our loving company.
Absolutely.
They get a 900 ring.
But here's the really cool thing about this 900. There are video angles from everywhere in the bowling center.
That's because Blair's social media is wonderful, and
Whoa.
everyone has a phone now.
Did you just say wonderful?
Oh, I love social media. So people get on their phones and take pictures of themselves.
For everyone back home,
For
Gary.
everyone back home.
Gary, do you want to tell the truth?
That is the truth.
Social media rocks.
Oh, my friend Lloyd on 15 and 16, he just slapped the 10 out. I don't know how that happened.
Well, everyone looks like they're in the pocket in practice.
Yeah, which is very different from the 9 o'clock squad, Blair. I watched everyone throw it all over the place, and
Yeah.
I couldn't find a 200 game. I walked how many pairs are in here? Like 158 pair of lanes, and I
absolutely.
couldn't find anyone with a double.
Yeah, it was. We had a couple doubles in front of us. We actually had a 6-bagger, but we were chatting because spares were extremely crucial in the 9 o'clock squad because scores weren't as high.
It seems like a lot of people are playing pretty straight. At least a couple pairs right in front of us. Seems like
Gary, you just got a shout out in the chat room.
Yeah? From?
Mike Fight.
Hey, Mike. Hi, Mike. How are you?
Hi, Mike.
What is happening, Mike? I know Mike.
Mike,
Days gone by.
Mike is.
Stu Williams just walked in and showed a picture of a baby.
His baby.
Is that your baby?
That is his
With
baby.
a Patriots balloon?
He's adorable. That's Brady.
Why would you be rooting for the Patriots
His son's-
when the Atlanta Falcons are so much more awesome?
His son's name is Brady.
Yeah. Like Tom Brady.
Oh,
Did you
Tom
just make this?
Brady.
You just made this connection.
so irritating.
I'm a little disappointed there was no controversy this year, no Deflategate.
Oh, the game hasn't started.
Yeah, but
I don't know who I'm rooting for.
Blair, you're rooting for Atlanta.
No. Maybe. I have family in Boston.
Yeah, well,
But I always like to root for the underdog. And the Patriots, come on.
Patriots are the underdog.
Patriots are going to win.
Who's the?
I don't know.
Do you
Hey,
know
we're in
what's the
Vegas.
line? What's the line, Paul?
I don't know the line, but Patriots are for sure favored.
They are.
Yeah.
We're in Vegas. Have you gambled on the game?
No.
No?
No, Blair. This is a family show. I wouldn't gamble. Are you kidding me?
Good point. Whatever.
Are you serious?
I heard on the news today that people are gambling on all kinds of different things. It's like you can gamble on how long the halftime show is, how long the national anthem is.
Yeah, they have a whole bunch of those.
I never knew
I forget
that.
what they're called, but there's some sort of wager that's a fun bet, like who's going to have the first fumble or
Yeah,
who scores the first point.
no
or
idea.
you can bet on the coin toss, heads or tails.
That's insane. I mean, not insane. I'm sure that it's awesome, but I was amazed at all the things. Hey, my friend Harold is bowling.
Harold, is he from
Columbus. Yeah, he bowls league. He just shot. He's had like 2 300s with the no rules pearl back home
Yeah.
in league.
Well, Harold's a very good bowler.
I like Harold.
Harold comes out, he's great.
He's
and he comes out and bowls this all the time. And it's fantastic.
We like
Good
Harold.
bowler.
He's cool.
There's Tim Hill on lane 16. He just launched the ball into the stratosphere.
I will say
Tim's
that
a good bowler, too. They've got some good bowlers. We got Lloyd. We got Tim. These other gentlemen on the pair. Let's see, this lefty. He's got too much hook right there. That was high.
I will say for anyone back home that has never bowled the TAT, or anywhere in the United States, or anywhere in the world that hasn't bowled the TAT that's watching right now, come bowl the TAT. It's really cool. This is my first time here. It's really cool.
This is your first time at the TAT?
Ever. Oh, well, I
Really?
came to the senior TAT last summer, but no, I never came to the TAT.
A lot of bowlers, huh?
It's awesome.
Do we know the bowler count?
A lot.
Yeah, let's go with a lot. It's hundreds, like
800 something.
800.
Really?
800 is something. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So the finals are tomorrow, which I think we're live streaming that tomorrow. Are we not, Paul?
Yes.
Yes.
Are we doing that on Roto Grip's YouTube channel or on Facebook
Okay,
or
here's the story.
on ESPN?
Here's
What
the
are we
story
doing
for
now?
everybody that has been following our fun week of technology.
Yeah.
So, live stream
Yeah.
apparently is going through some update currently,
Yeah.
and it's not allowing us to live stream on Facebook Live through all of our advanced videos.
Yeah.
So, we have a backup plan to stream on YouTube, which we will do. It'll be on the Rotogrip YouTube page. We'll try to do Facebook again, but we're having really bad luck. That's our story.
It's not a great story.
Well, it was great when we were pulling our hair out. That was pretty funny. We should have had a video rolling on us.
No thanks.
Hey,
Before I started working at Storm, I had a lot more hair up top.
and it's
then
gone.
Now 2 years in.
2 years and you're balding.
And I'm balding.
Hey, we have a superstar sitting next to me. Do you think he wants to talk?
Yeah.
Oh, do we think he wants to talk? Yeah.
Okay.
Of course he
Here.
wants to talk.
All right, hang
Stu.
on. Everyone pass their mics down.
Why?
Okay, yeah, go sit there. All right, hang on. We're readjusting the booth. The booth is being readjusted. Superstar is coming.
Stu, pop in here.
Good morning, Sean. Sean Conley's in the chat.
Oh, hey, Sean.
Yeah,
What's up?
He shot 699 and 731 with the no rules recently. Is that the original or the Pearl, Sean? My question to you. What's up?
Hey.
Hey, does anyone know who that is?
Nah.
Hello.
Hello, mate.
Hello.
So we're going to talk about 900s.
Oh yeah, we already did.
Oh,
but go
yeah,
ahead.
we brought it up.
What?
See, I've got this really. I want to see videos. There must be videos out there of somebody who shot like 899 or 889. Nobody ever misses in the 10th frame. They're like, I can't imagine being able to throw those last 3 shots and everybody just gets up there and just goes bang, bang, bang. And you never seem to see a video of someone shoot 894 or whatever.
Well, listen,
We watched
said
the last night's video.
Yeah.
We watched it like from 28 different camera angles.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of camera angles.
And
But I said, I don't know how it would feel to throw the 36 strike. And Gary says, well, you barely shoot 600, so.
I was about to say, you barely know how to throw the third strike.
right.
All
And
right,
in all
all right.
fairness, I said I can't even throw a double. So let's be fair about it.
Oh, okay. That makes it fairer.
But at least, Gary, you live vicariously through your wife, who has no problem throwing a double.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's
She
kinda
bowled
good.
like 412 in league last week.
They were hooking a bit.
12. She averaged like 132.
Yeah, but they bowl on, like, it's not house shot that they're bowling on.
No, I don't know what happened. She just had a bad night.
I don't think she bowled that low.
So in Leanne's
Leanne,
Hall of Fame career, Gary picks a 412 in league
to talk
bring up.
about on live stream. Leanne, we
What-
love you.
What a guy.
What a guy.
Leanne, you may text
How
me
m-
and
how-
tell me to hit Gary, and I will.
How many titles is it, Gary? Like 27 or something like that?
Yeah.
And you bring up one league set.
412.
All right.
By the way, I drilled that ball for her before I left. You're welcome, honey.
Oh,
You're
used-
welcome.
Poor
we-
Leanne.
We were assuming that she
Hey,
was
is
using the
B
house
bowling
ball.
today?
Yeah, Barrett he started out tremendously. He bowled 154, and he opened in the 10th. He missed 2 3-pins. 2 single-pin spares bowl 150, so it could have been close to 200. Then he followed that up with a solid 87 and 101. So
Consistency.
a little downhill. The transition got him.
Has he moved up from mix?
Yeah, he is no longer in Jesper's world throwing urethane all the time. He now throws the big ball. He throws a tropical storm. 10-pounder. He wheels on it. He got the yellow and silver one.
Nice.
I like that one. That's
that
my
one
favorite.
smells so
Yeah.
good.
What does it smell like?
It smells like heaven.
Oh, okay. Fair.
It's delicious.
Smells
I-
like strikes.
I will say that
Yeah.
I opened the live stream kit the other day, and it smells like bowling balls. It's great. I'm like, everything we touch smells like store.
Scented. Has a fragrance.
Yes, it's great.
So Stu, you're only here today. You're like leaving tonight
He's
at
going
like
to my
midnight
hometown.
or something.
Yeah,
for
I'm on the
some
red eye
reason.
tonight to go and
For
to
what?
Get, so that I can get to Columbus in time to
For-
watch the
and
Super
what's
Bowl.
in Columbus?
The
My
Super
house.
Bowl.
Oh, you're just going to see the Super Bowl.
No, the PBA Players Championship starts practices on Monday morning.
So you're not going to believe I just got a text from
Who?
Stu.
Jim
This
Callahan.
is going to, it may as well be. It could be insert name here, Dell, Tim, or Jim. So it's Dell. And Dell says, hey, just letting you know I'm a train wreck. That's what he says.
Okay.
He now has the flu, is on medication. His flight is tomorrow to go to Columbus. He's got a severe cough. He doesn't want to get anyone sick. It's like
So
Hey,
Gary,
I'm on
every
day
day
14.
he's in.
so just so you know, last year when we had the 3-week swing, the BFFs, we had a little bit of action, and you're more than welcome to join in this year if you're interested.
Yeah.
On who was
Which
going to have
one's
the
gonna-
Hearst hospital visit.
And was it Jim?
terrible.
It actually turned out to be Jim because,
That's
well,
terrible.
I think it was actually Timmy because Timmy said his EKG didn't count.
But that EKG didn't count.
But then-
so it defaulted to Jim with his emergency tooth
Oh,
issue.
So
gosh.
Carolyn started making memes, coming up with the pictures she could find of Dell in like hospital gowns and
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
and said, "Yes, I'm the most healthy of the 3."
This is ridiculous.
Oh God. Yeah, DellTrainwreck.com.
Well, I have plenty of cold
And
medicine
every
at my
single
house.
time I bring it up to all three of them, Jim will go,
We're never sick.
I'm the healthiest I've ever been. I haven't been sick
He
in like
says-
a year. I'm
Yeah,
blah, blah,
they
blah."
do say that.
And then Tim Mack's like, I'm fine, buddy. I'm fine.
As
I've-
he's limping on
He's
a
got
crutch.
17
19 surgeries.
17 surgeries last year.
I tell you what,
Here's
deal
Dell. Look, Dell. This is a picture. Look at that.
with- looks like
Look at him.
Oh my!
His throat is bandaged.
he looks like
He's
you.
so
Oh my gosh!
still.
So is he still going to Columbus?
Of
Yeah,
course
of course
he
he
is.
is. That's what I told him.
Who would be there to tell me to change to the wrong ball otherwise?
I told him. I said, oh no, I'm sorry, Dell. I go, do you really have to go? He says, of course I do. He's
he
like,
needs to get us all sick.
going to the hospital is no issue. He's like, they have medical emergency rooms in Columbus when I
And
arrived.
Dell's probably
Actually,
checked
we have
them
good
out.
hospitals in Columbus.
Yeah. Well, you gotta have something.
Sure.
You don't have a decent. You don't have a decent football team.
Listen. We have a young football team. That is what we have.
That scored how many points in the last game? Was that 0?
I really don't want to talk about this. This is a bad
I mean,
conversation.
Gary, I don't know much about college sports.
Listen,
but
that was
it a
so
0?
last year. So last year.
Was it 0?
We're moving
Because it was in
on.
my home city, you see. So
We're,
I'm
It
we're
was
sure
a
moving
it was
on.
0.
We're moving on.
It was a good game, though, for the first 38 seconds.
Yeah, it was a good 0.
15 seconds.
It was
actually.
a competitive 0.
We're moving. It was not a competitive 0. Stop making me feel better.
I mean, you could have kicked the field goal to get to 3.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're moving on because Blair is still not over the train wreck
What, of scoring 0?
of my New Year's Eve.
Oh, it was New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah.
I
It was
thought
great.
it was much longer ago than that.
Oh no. It was in 2016 though. So this is 2017. It was last year. Last year. All right, Stu. I'm done with you. No
So-
more. I will not have Buckeyes on hand for you guys.
Okay.
Wow. Did you hear that, people? Yeah.
I'm texting Dell right now. I'm texting Dell about Stu's comment because he wasn't listening about, hey, oh no, if Dell doesn't come, who's going to tell me which wrong ball to throw?
The wrong ball to throw.
Me and Dell have a
Don't do
pretty.
that.
Last year when I bowled this tournament, I started off with 300 and then like 260 the second game. And by game 4, I was a disaster. And Dell came down to help me, and Dell sat for a whole game, and we both were none the wiser over what I should do after I'd finished. And he was trying really hard. I mean, like really hard. He said, I 2-8-10'd, and Dell said, I think you need to move like just 1 and 1 right and square up to it a little bit. I said, okay, Dell. And then I got 4 through the face. And he goes, well, if that's the knife edge you're playing on, I think you're probably doing something wrong.
Maybe change balls.
Yeah.
I'm
Change
planning
hands.
to keep 60 lanes in between me and Dell if he is sick because I've been sick for 14 days.
It's okay. You only film people doing good stuff. Dell's never around when people are doing good stuff.
That's true. Good point. Good. Wow. I can't believe I just agreed with that. Dell, I love you. I'm sorry. Although I had some black cloud moments, but not recently. Maybe I should just.
You filmed me shooting 300 there.
That's all that matters,
I
right?
cashed
There you go.
for $100. Wayne Webb even got angry at me and said he was only going to give me $1.
Really?
Yeah, because he has to pay the 300s.
Oh.
So he was getting quite upset about me shooting 300. I think he
Actually-
thought if I could shoot 300, it might get expensive for him.
Yeah. Wayne Webb's Columbus
So-
Bowl is a pretty good house, though.
So I
will
sent
say.
Dell that message, and he replied, tell him that there isn't a ball to throw when you're in the wrong part of the lane. Please.
Man, it's getting.
Sadness. So what's on our lunch menu today? Can we talk about food for
Gary
a
is
minute?
starving.
I'm
people.
starving.
But I
You know
told
they with
him.
us last night. We went to Chef Mark's new restaurant.
Who's that? Chef Mark?
Yeah, Chef Mark's Trattoria, I think it's called.
Who'd you
Very
go,
nice.
Jim?
No, Anderson. Mark Anderson.
Oh, jeez, of course.
Yeah. High
Oh,
side.
so far, Anderson, by the way, has taken Blair to lunch, Jim
Sure.
to dinner, Stu to dinner,
And lunch.
and lunch, and hasn't bought me like a banana or a water.
Well,
Hasn't invited me to go
Gary?
to any of them. I'm gonna text him
Maybe
next.
he's trying to tell you something
Gary,
indirectly.
I
I'm
think
texting
that's
him
right.
next.
He bought all the nice people things.
All the fun people.
Fun people. Yeah.
Captain Team Fun here.
Okay, you just did that wrong. You're Captain,
Captain
Fun.
Fun.
There you go.
Of Team Fun.
Right. But usually when someone calls you Captain Fun, Stu, do you want
Not-
to take it from here?
It's not necessarily a positive.
It's not a fun. Oh.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but I thought I got told that Leanne was the one who came up with this nickname for you. So.
Oh, no. I think it was, who was it? It was someone yesterday. Schlem.
I don't know.
Schlem came up with Captain Fun.
Yeah, but I think Leanne texted.
Oh, nice.
Not really.
Stu, Dell says Cecil's your guy next week. Cecil's going to work for Storm next week at the Players' Championship.
That's what would be known as a conflict of interest. And his wife will probably punch him and me in the groin if we did that, being as I'm a turbo person and Cecil's a vice person.
Cecil's working for Storm next week, is helping our pro staff.
Is he really?
Yeah. Yep. He is. Welcome, Cecil. Play well. Play well, mate.
Carolyn will still hit me.
I'd be afraid of Carolyn. I like
She's
Carolyn.
quite fun. Do you know, I'm actually more afraid of Dell.
Really?
You know, yeah, because I'm afraid he might die. And
Man, I'm telling you.
Everyone feels the same way, and every time I ask these guys, so that what gets me back to that whole insert name here, because every time I ask them about their health, Dell's like, I'm fine. And he starts getting mad because I'm like, no, Dell, see, everyone loves you, and we want you to be healthy and well.
That is true.
And he's like, I'm fine. And then I get on the phone. No matter what day I call him or what time I call him,
He's in the hospital.
He's on his way to the hospital.
Or
He's
from
like,
the hospital.
I'm going to get my treatment. I go, which treatment is this? My throat stretching, my this one, my that one. And I said, do you go every day? And he goes, no, just Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays. I don't go on Tuesdays. Like, okay, good, great, fantastic. Like, come on. We should get Craig Spencer to come in the booth with us.
Sure.
Do it.
Hey, Craig, you want to come in the booth with us? You want to come chat with us?
Maybe in a bit. I'm kind of
Okay, he said no.
He's ball
Wow.
rapping.
He said no.
Wow, he had a free chance to advertise his pro shop.
I'm not.
Fall in the Gutter Pro Shop. He had a chance to.
Four in the gutter.
No, fall. Fall in the Gutter Pro Shop.
You-
chance to advertise your pro shop. Fall in the Gutter Pro Shop.
He said fall in the gutter. Oh,
They every time that Josh calls the shop, because Josh is Craig's business partner, Josh Blanchard,
yes.
they see that it's Josh calling the shop, and they go, "Hello, Fall in the Gutter Pro Shop. How can we help you?"
I love those guys. The whole Virtue team. They're good people. You guys got some in your, like, so you live part-time, Stu.
Part-time.
Part-time, like in whatever, England or New
Okay.
South Wales.
Just one second. For my friends watching back, for my friends in Phoenix,
Yeah.
Robbie Patterson, front five, threw it in the gutter. Straight in the trough.
Zero. Mark it zero,
Front
Bob.
five, 0. And I would say that if he strikes out, this probably won't be his first 270 with 11
With
strikes.
a zero.
Anyway, sorry, Mark. Gary. Let's go back to what we were saying about where I
so
live.
where you live, wherever I know you
Phoenix.
like part-time in Vegas, part-time in Phoenix, part-time in Brazil, part-time in
Brazil?
wherever, England.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm one of those
your
billionaire
homes,
bowlers.
one of your homes,
One of those.
one of those homes, you've got all these great pro shops in one area, right?
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, Phoenix, that whole area, has amazing pro shops.
It
And
does.
I don't know to name all of them, right? I
You
don't,
want me to?
But I know Jim Pratt's there,
So we got
I know-
Revolutions Pro Shop with Jim Pratt. We've
Yeah.
got Bowling Dynamics with Dave Strigliano.
who's fantastic.
We've got
Virtue.
with Josh and Craig, and then I don't know everybody
Or
who works for them.
fantastic.
And then we've got Mike Calderon. He
Fantastic.
Is,
Oh, yeah.
Bowling Pro Shop 300, I think. Then there's Vital Signs. Then there's Action Bowling with Tony Maresca, who's
Who's
here this
a
week.
legend, but he's here.
Yeah.
I just saw Tony like 15 minutes ago.
And then
Don't forget anyone.
No,
'cause
I'm
you
trying-
live there.
I'm
they're gonna,
trying my best
They're
not to
going to
forget.
yell at you.
I'm watching
thing
the
is
chat room. I expect them to yell
I've
instantly.
said Jim Pratt, and I drill my balls in Jim's Pratt shop, in his shop.
Do
So
you drill your own?
Yeah, I draw my own balls. Yeah. You kidding? Jim won't put up with my with my nonsense. He's just like, okay, just I'll get out the way.
Go
you just
use
drill.
the press.
You just drill it. Don't blame me. And for the same argument, I refuse to draw my
Oh.
wife's balls.
Bummer.
I make Jim do it because
Yeah.
she's quite high maintenance when it comes to that. And I'm
Okay.
like, I'm not going to be blamed. You can be blamed, Jim.
That's
So-
fair.
So he makes me lay them out, and Jim does the holes.
One of my friends from back home is watching. Hello, Hollywood.
Oh,
That's what we call him.
Oh, Blair has a friend.
I have one friend. That's it.
No, you have two because I'm here.
Oh, really?
Aw, yeah.
Okay. You'll be my friend until Monday when I cloud you on
Oh.
Tuesday.
No, I won't be throwing. I'll be just happy that I've thrown enough good shots that you've come over to watch.
I think you are going to have a great week. That is my prediction.
Yeah, just probably not this year. Oh,
Paul just took the. Stu just got his headset yanked from his head.
And the backdrop he almost went.
He almost fell
almost
off.
took out the entire booth just getting out of his chair.
We have. It's like a booth that's like 20 by 40 to accommodate
Oh my God.
Schlemmer, myself, and Stu, so we can have an offensive line. And Paul, who weighs about 112 pounds, just almost took the whole thing down.
We were actually laughing the other night when we were trying to get all of us in shot. You know, because we had Rocio, me, and Schlem.
Right.
Rocio.
And
The Rocio was not the problem.
no,
in
no,
that.
no, no, obviously not. But we were laughing that usually it's me, Schlem, and Wes doing a roto thing, so we would have been in a
yeah.
lot of trouble.
Oh, no kidding.
Being this Rocio's about as wide as either
A pencil.
Wes, or Schlem's arm.
I was standing down at the ballroom yesterday, and you came down. Schlem was there. Sherlock was there. And there was another really tall person, and it felt like there were 12 people there, and there were only like 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, I
Hey,
can't handle this.
You saw the IT guy yesterday who Schlemmer had to look up to.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
big.
That
He
was a lot of meat right there. Those
He's a
two
big
Yeah.
guys.
guy.
We've made friends with the IT people at the Orleans. We actually have them on. We
Speak out.
have their direct cell phone number.
Yeah, but they only gave you that so they know what your number is so they can ignore it.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, it's her calling again. Eh.
Click.
Listen, they were very nice. I would like to give a shout out to our friends in IT at the Orleans.
Do you know what their names are?
No, friends.
So associates.
They have a real deep connection. They don't even know each other's name.
They're my friends.
Well, at least Blair's forgetting the IT guy's name, not like her date's name.
That's true. My dates?
Yeah.
No, 0.
0. She says 0.
Oh yeah, I'm not in
I
town
was
long
Blair's
enough.
date last night because Mark Anderson,
That's
let's get
true.
back to him. Thank you, Mark, once again for not inviting me anywhere ever. So Blair
It was
and I.
really good as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh, I know.
really
Him
good.
and Jim Callahan know every, like,
Good food.
Oh,
best food
absolutely.
place ever.
I agree with that.
yeah.
I will.
They're not shy.
I will tell you a funny story about dinner last night. Though. So Mark is renting my
Right.
mine and Tina's house here in Vegas.
Because
right?
because why the Open Championships are
and Mark
here.
runs the Storm booth.
Exactly.
Check it out. It'll be fun.
Yes.
So anyway, Mark says to his friend who's come to meet us, he says, hey, so anyway, he says, his friend says, how long are you staying for? And he goes, well, we're staying for about 6 months. He says, hey, hypothetically, if you were to rent a house and change the locks, how long do you think it would take for said owner to be able to throw you out? I'm only talking hypothetically here. Oh, Mark's
Man.
great.
Did Woody go?
No, it was a table for 4.
Who's the other 2?
Mark's wife, Shah.
Oh, Shar?
Yeah,
The nice Anderson?
yeah.
She is extremely nice.
I'm done with Mark. we were working on our relationship and it was going the right direction. I'm done with him now.
Now it's taking a
That's
U-turn.
the end.
Yeah, tell him. I'm
Are you-
texting him next.
Oh, you're gonna break up with him in a
I'm
text?
breaking up with Mark texting.
And are you going to say it's
That's
not
a
it's
millennial
not me,
thing
it's
to do,
you?
Gary.
It's not me, it's you. Yeah, I'm done with him.
That's okay. We went to Carrabba's last night, which actually is one of my favorites.
It's Leanne's favorite restaurant.
It is Leanne's favorite
That's because
restaurant.
she hasn't been to the place we went to last night.
Hey, what?
It's Leanne's favorite because she hasn't been to Chef Mark's place yet.
Oh, probably. That's probably. I've never even heard. Where is that?
Mark will probably take her.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Oh, yeah.
Leanne is definitely the favorite Holstenberg in Mark's world.
In Mark's world. In the world.
In the world.
Good point. Fair enough. I miss Leanne.
Everybody is really, really tight with Gary one day a year.
I don't know.
Do you know which day a year it is? The day we discuss contracts. Then everybody's like, G-Bag, my man.
My man.
Then as soon as the ink's dried, it's like, hey, Leanne, the good Barrett.
I think that Gary actually ranks third in his family of Holstenbergs.
Oh, there's no doubt. Fourth after our golden retriever. Tahoe.
Yeah, you're right. Good point. So, but I think Barrett and Leanne have a good competition going for number one. Yeah, that's adorable.
So I texted Anderson and I said, it's not me, it's you. I'm breaking up with you. And he says, lunch today. I said, no. I said, blasting on you in the booth with Stu. Hope dinner was nice.
Lunch was great.
And it
we got sushi at lunch.
And it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I would say it might have been like a top 5 meal ever.
Where is it? Where's this restaurant?
To be honest, I drove and I still don't really know.
Hey, let's look at bowling.
Is it by your South Point?
No.
They're wrapping up game one, sort of. Some of the lanes are. What lane are we looking at?
We're looking right in front of us.
17 and 18. No, 17 and 18 is okay. We had a string going on lane 21.
I guess we could talk about bowling, but I was enjoying this.
Look how my name was spelt this morning when I picked up a bagel.
Stewart.
No, S-E-W-A-R-T.
Stewart.
Suart.
That's good.
Nice. You had a little bagel.
Gary, are you hungry?
I'm starving. And now Anderson.
Make him bring us lunch.
Anderson says, I said we're blasting on him in the booth, and he said, that's perfect. If it's you two talking, no one's listening.
Tell him I'm here.
Yeah, Blair. Belair. Harold.
No.
Harold?
It can be B-Liar.
Here, hang on. How are the lanes? What's your feedback from the
Please
We're getting.
How are the lanes? 60 feet long, about 40 inches wide.
Blair's getting the report.
They're mocking me.
Blair,
okay.
get
no,
Harold's
I'm done
report.
because I'm getting mocked. Nope, I'm done.
Just go down and get
done.
the report.
Nope, I'm done.
Come on, Blair Bowling.
I'm pouting.
The Blair Bowling.
I'm pouting now.
Tim Hill on 15
Pouting.
just struck. He's going to put a game up here.
Hey,
he
Gary,
can have 220.
When most women pout, they shut up. Why is Blair saying,
She
I'm
keeps talking.
pouting? I'm pouting.
He's still talking. Oh, my goodness. Oh, so you mentioned Turbo. Watch the guy on lane 15. He's getting up on lane 15.
With the blue shirt on?
Yeah. He's like, if this is how I picture bowling back when you used to throw like rocks at like tree stumps or something.
Rocks?
Yeah, this is Tim Hill. He's a really good bowler. But I got a funny story, pro shop story about him.
I have the official report, but you guys aren't getting
Check
it.
that. He's really being soft with it right now.
Whoa,
He's
9.
so soft, stone 9. He's not happy right now.
To be honest, he looks like he might be able to snap you like a twig.
He can.
as well.
Oh, he can. He's great, though. He's a great guy. So in our pro shop, we were testing out the switch grips back a few years.
Yeah.
We were drilling them for customers, and people go, but, they're asking if they break because they weren't sure about the product. I'm like, man, I've never had one break. So I drilled them into Tim's ball, right? And he was throwing. I said, if he can't break it, look at the way he bowls. If he can't break it, it's not going to break. It's never breaking. He should do a testimonial. You should tell Turbo to get Tim on Team Turbo because if he can't, he's throwing it soft right now.
He's got the Eugene McCunes going on every now and again.
Yeah, he can launch the ball. And, good bowler.
Which is your favorite tournament of the year, Gary?
Good question.
My favorite tournament?
Yeah.
I like this tournament, the TAT. Were you talking pro tournament? I don't like
No.
any of it because you're all a pain in the butt. All the players.
Wow.
Wow.
We're all a pain in the butt. Wow.
Poor Stu.
Poor
Aw,
Stu.
he's like speechless. You just left Stu Williams speechless.
I like
I,
that.
like-
I text
like-
you regularly saying anything you need, Gary.
Anything.
Gary, I
Anything at all.
actually saw his like face. His heart was like broken.
Sadness.
Like it was like an instant sad face. You made Stu sad.
Okay. Hey, Blair, who's your favorite office person?
I am not answering that question.
It's got to be Leanne.
Ooh, I do like Leanne.
It's Leanne.
I call Leanne sometimes just to talk because I like Leanne. I really do.
I bet she thinks, oh, Christ, Blair's calling me again.
That is probably accurate. I'm usually calling because I have a question about something, though. But I don't know. I like everyone at the office. actually.
What's your favorite tournament, Stu?
The Masters, I think.
Nice. Is there a reason?
like the
format?
Masters.
Yeah.
You like the match play thing?
Well, I like the variety with the tournaments. I think that, like, would bowling be any good if we did that every week? Well, clearly it wouldn't be. It would be ridiculous. You know, if you could bowl 770, 750 and lose. Like, you wouldn't want to do that every week. But once a year, I think it's like a really cool, you know, tournament. I wish we could go back and have one of the tournaments or two of the tournaments where we had the best of 7. Like, I thought they were kind of entertaining, like, as a fan to watch.
Yep.
Because, you know, you see the guys mano a mano type of going at it, and, like,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of interesting.
I
Like,
think the Masters, the match play portion of that tournament is extremely exciting. No matter who's bowling well, you go from one pair to the next. It's just like the Queen's tournament, too. I mean, that same match
Blair,
play format.
Blair, they're the same tournament. One is for women, and the other is for men.
I'm going to
basically.
leave the booth.
Except
All of you people
women
at home,
can bowl in the men's.
all of you people at
tournament,
home,
but
it was
men
nice
cannot bowl in
talking
the
to
women's
you.
tournament.
I'm done with these guys. I will now be leaving.
That's how they work those things, like the Masters and the Queens.
And the women's, see, in a minute I'll say, I like the women's US Open. You go, I like the men's US Open too.
B.
I'm just going to watch bowling.
B. Blair. Just B.
So what's your number? What are you, 5?
5 what?
Your nickname's 5, isn't it?
Oh, no. We're not bringing that up again. No one has talked about that in like 9 months, and I'm fine with
Did
it.
you ever hear why she's called 5?
Oh, yeah.
Gary?
Everyone heard.
No, I want to hear the story.
No, Gary, you totally heard this story. We don't
So
e-
she went
you
out-
don't- You weren't even there.
Which city was this in? Was this at the US Open
It
when it was
was
in Texas?
My first
It was in
tournament
Texas. Yes,
with
that's
you guys
right. That's,
ever.
That's when
My-
Storm had to pay like $900 for a rental car because she's like 12.
You have a license.
Yeah. And so anyway, she gets rid of her rental car, and the guys is giving.
Yep.
She goes, "Oh, I'm staying in the Holiday Inn or whatever."
No,
it
no,
was."
no. No,
Which
no,
hotel
no.
was it?
I don't remember now. But the problem was
She
that
got to the elevator,
Hang
and she
on a
said,
minute.
and she got into the
you're
hotel.
not even telling it right. Okay.
Look, Blair, there's something you're really going to have to understand. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
All right, go ahead, Stu. Go ahead. Tell your story. Tell everyone in the world
So she
why
says to
my
the
nickname
guys,
is 5.
"Where are you staying?" And they say, "Oh, we're staying here." She goes, "Oh, me too. Great." They go, "Okay, cool." So they go out to dinner, and they take her back to the hotel. Mm-hmm. And she walks into the hotel,
Uh-huh.
gets in the elevator with him, and she says to Del, "Oh, I'm on floor 5."
Uh-huh.
And Del goes, "Yeah, good one." She goes, "No, I'm on floor number 5." And he goes, "Blair, there's only 4 floors."
There were actually 3 floors.
Oh, there you go. There's 3 floors. And
It was great.
Blair's like, "Oh, I guess this isn't the hotel I'm
So the
staying
part
at."
of the story that Stu is not telling
The wrong
is
hotel.
that the part of the story.
But she walked through the whole hotel
No.
and got to the elevator.
You're totally screwed
She
up.
even said, like, she walked past the desk person and says,
No.
"Hi again."
No. Whatever.
You were like Big O. You were like
The
what's
part
his
of the
name?
story
Roy
that
Monson
Stu is
walking
over-
into Reno.
Overlapping or not telling correctly is number 1. It was like it was either like a Hyatt or like a something that had another name, and we all just said like Hyatt. And
Blair wouldn't be staying at Holiday Inn, which is like got to be the Hyatt Place.
Whatever the fanciest hotel.
Yeah, fanciest
Blair.
hotels.
Yeah.
Most expensive rental
Done
cars.
talking.
You know, she said it was because she was not 21 that rental car was so expensive. It's because she had a Corvette.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, she eats out all the
I do.
time.
Well, that's
because
because I can't cook.
Fancy meals.
Yeah, you're right.
With Mark Anderson.
My nickname, yeah, I'm done with Mark. I told you that. My nickname for Blair is Squirrel.
Yeah, that one's a
Squirrel.
little more accurate.
Because I cannot have a conversation because she just bounces over here and over there.
It's
and
true.
We can't finish one train of thought ever.
I can't even make it from when I'm bowling. I can't even make it from the like dots when you line up to the foul line without losing focus.
So you got a bit of ADHD.
Not the H, just the D, ADD. Yeah. I don't think I'm hyperactive.
Me either.
Squirrel.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
All right, so game
That's
one.
why I do social media though, because there's always something going on.
Yeah, it's perfect. And it's almost like an actual job. Social media.
Do I have any sympathy in the chat room? Anyone?
It's almost like an actual job, Gary says while looking at the professional bowler.
Anybody? Come on, someone. I got
Nobody's
nothing.
there for you, 5.
Nobody has my back in the chat room. I'm sad.
Oh, man.
I mean, she's supposed to be the social media person. She's never helped me out with my Facebook. Never posted anything to mine. In fact, I think there's more times I've got a video for Blair for her social media than she has for mine.
We're gonna have to
Because I don't
look
know what
into that.
country you're in half the time. Just kidding. I feel like I posted one time.
So your BFFs.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Oh.
Let's talk about. I have a new.
Plus more.
I have a new favorite bowler. Is Jesper. Jesper
He's
is
pretty
my
cool.
new favorite
Well,
bowler.
if I was in your
But
position, I'd love Jesper as well. He wins at every tournament he bowls. He makes you look good. They're like,
think-
wow,
And
Gary,
he,
you did
like-
such a good job keeping that guy on staff.
Didn't he just have like a huge award ceremony?
Yeah,
Yeah,
in Sweden.
Yeah.
He got like.
So he won the what they call the best newcomer, which I guess loosely translates to the rookie for all sports in Sweden. So
That's
like,
every
amazing.
sport.
like everything, and they have a lot of sports that nobody in the world cares about, like handball, and like hockey, and stuff that nobody cares about.
Gotcha.
But they take very seriously because they're Sweden.
Yeah.
Like, see, the problem is Sweden say that they're really good at stuff, but it's stuff that nobody cares about.
They're the only one playing the game.
Yeah.
They're like,
So,
we
like-
dominate handball.
So, like, we invented football. Well, now everybody saw how brilliant it was. So now we suck at it. And they're like, oh, you invented it. Yes, but we invented something that people care about.
That's true.
You invented lots of games that nobody cares about. But anyway, it was a very prestigious award. He had to do a speech, and it was actually live on like regular TV.
like ABC over here
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something, like a major network.
Yes.
And it's live.
And it's live.
I saw the clip of that.
Yeah.
And he was in a tux, and he looked money. He looked great.
Oh yeah, he looks. When I think that it tends to be an advantage when you're 6'3" and you weigh 120 pounds.
Yeah.
You tend to be able to make most things look good, as opposed to being 5'11" and 270. Doesn't tend to go so well.
Goes so well.
He looked like the Undertaker last year at the TOC. He had the really long jacket on, went down to his knees. So in
I
other
don't
words, I'd
remember
have looked
that.
like Cousin It if I'd have worn it. But yeah, we've got Jesper, and then we've got Martin. Martin's on the TV show here for the World Tour. He's the top seed,
Oh, yeah.
so we're all excited about that. We're certain he's going to win because it doesn't give a PBA title, so it's
Wait.
almost a stone lock that Martin will win that.
We have all Storm and Roto players on that show, right?
Yeah, but we're talking about the
Six.
BFFs here, but
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue. BFFs.
We're wanting Martin to win that first PBA championship,
Yeah.
right? That's
what would be great is if he won like the Masters, because then he'd have to wait an entire year to finally bowl the TOC.
he's so mean.
He is mean.
I actually, in a way, I'd love to see Martin win the Players and then have to call his daughters and go, I'm not coming to Disneyland with you.
Oh, they're going to Disneyland?
Yeah, that's what Martin's doing in the week off. He's going to be like,
Oh.
hey, sweetheart, yeah, your mummy's going to be taking you around Disneyland. Daddy's going to go to Shawnee, Oklahoma.
He's going to Florida or California?
Florida, I believe.
Florida.
That's Disney World.
Yeah,
It's
I just don't
all
care.
one of
The
the
real
same.
one is in Florida.
I care.
The real one is in California.
No,
yes,
no.
but it's the old, not so good one.
Not so good. Disney
You've
World
been?
is awesome.
I've been to both, yeah.
I have too.
And the Florida one's better?
Yeah.
100% better.
Yeah, miles better.
Huh. I've never been to Florida.
It's amazing.
Leanne wants to go.
Yes.
This is what she tells me. She says there's 2 women's
Yep.
tournaments.
I
Gary.
promised my wife this, and then I've already broken off that promise.
And
I'm going.
She tells me. She says between these 2 tournaments, I'm going to plan your vacation, and you go to Disney World with Bear. Like I have no say in any of my.
Just send Barrett.
worlds. Just whatever
Okay.
she says.
Just send Barrett. I'll take him to Disney World. I'm going to be there.
You're going in between.
Yeah.
And apparently Blair's going on my family vacation with me.
Leanne already invited me.
I know who will
See-
not be there, and his name is Mark Anderson. I can't even have lunch
but
with the
Shaw
guy.
Anderson might be.
Yeah, sure.
I actually want to go.
For me.
I want to go to Disney World and Harry Potter World because I've never been to Harry Potter World. Because I'm 5.
Wow.
I really am.
Millennials.
So the other deal with it is you get a house in Florida. You don't get hotels in Florida.
Oh,
For real?
absolutely. That's
it's
true.
such a better idea, especially when you're going to have like
3
Barrett,
weeks,
and now you've
yeah.
got Blair as
Blair.
well.
Well, no, I have family down in Orlando, so I've got a place to stay.
So there's a chance you could split the hotel bill. Blair's already like, I'm just going to ruin the vacation and bring nothing to it.
Bring nothing to the table.
She'll probably want you to buy her ticket to Disneyland as well. Or she'll say, oh, I don't need you to buy my ticket. I get free ones, but
Actually,
only for
I
me.
do have a friend.
See?
have a
But only
friend.
for me.
No, it's fine.
But yeah, renting
I really-
houses is the way forward in Florida. You can get like 1 week rentals, and you can get some really nice places. And
We are actually, I will say that,
You do that Airbnb or
yeah,
something?
we're looking at Airbnb for Baton Rouge. I would say any bowler that is,
yeah, but like for Florida, there's so many
Oh,
places
yeah,
you
it's
don't
true.
even really need to use Airbnb. If you get like, that's where I would imagine quite a lot of the ladies are going to do, like because there's no point going back.
no.
Like so, you know, there's like a week in between. I believe they're only like they're less than 2 hours apart.
Yeah,
for 2
it's like an
stops.
hour, I think, in between them.
So
Although I think Leanne is planning a spirit tour down in Florida again.
Yeah, I am probably doing that.
you
Yeah.
sound so positive about
she'll
it.
let me know.
Now, that event is very cool.
Spirit Tour, yeah, so that was something cool Leanne came up with last year. In between women's professional stops, they do these great coaching things with the
Yep.
Storm and Roto Grip ladies, and they go and into the local bowling community where in and around where the event is taking place, and they have like training, coaching session, and
With people that come out
fun,
and
and everyone just had a great time.
because Leanne's there. And all the other players.
She
But,
stole my format.
oh, you do that?
Yeah, we did that in Europe for a while. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I actually spoke to Leanne a little bit about them.
Oh.
You did?
Not for her to have the idea, but like way back when. And then I saw it and I was like, she put a twist on it because she, you know, she's a Hall of Famer. We just had 3 of us. Like, she has a lot more pull.
That's Stu Williams' guy. And
Bouncing all over the place. I really wanted to, your
See, squirrel.
BFFs, right?
Yes.
I wanted to know about, and I was telling you Jesper's I didn't get to tell you why he's my new favorite bowler.
I'm sorry. So it's not because he wins every time.
No, that's what you said. I like him because every time that something like goes awry out there, he like love taps his bowling bag with his foot. Like he always like kind of kicks it, but he doesn't really kick it. He just kind of like
Just gives
shovels
it.
it.
Just gives it a get to know you.
Yeah, and he always looks like angry, and he never talks. Like I don't know
he
what
gave
that,
a whole speech.
So there you go. You know how to get on staff now. Kick your bag and don't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that's an awesome route for everybody to go down, Gary.
Thanks, Gary.
Mannerisms crack me up. And the other guy that I keep trying to, and I'm having dialogue with more frequently is Oscu, because he's a harder one to understand. I don't know why, but I don't get his way. So, and I told him that the last time I saw him. I'm like, I don't understand you.
I wish
and
you guys
wanna
could see
understand you,
Stu's
so I'm,
face right
like,
now.
trying to, like,
We
get
feel
it.
kind of the same about you.
Yeah.
Because it seems like you're being an ass.
Yeah.
And I think you actually are being an ass. And when we sort of like raise an eyebrow, you just go, I'm only joking.
Right.
Let me tell you a story about Stu's BFFs.
Oh, here we go.
So
This doesn't seem to. Remember, Blair, it's got to be the
So-
truth.
this is the truth. So I live in Columbus, and the players are coming to Columbus, and Stu reaches out to me and says, "Hey, can you help me find a hotel room in Columbus? I need 1,200 rooms for all of my BFFs because this group keeps growing every year. We're up to like 40,000 BFFs in their group because
Oh.
it's such a cool group to be part of, apparently.
Yeah, I want to be in it one day.
We've
You're
added
not.
a Hall of Famer recently, though.
Yeah.
He can't speak English, but we added it.
Is he the one that voice talks?
Yeah, Mr. Monticelli. He doesn't know what BFF stand for, and and we constantly tell him he has to know, and then he just messes it up every time.
It's okay. They're fun. I think, you guys were like the original traveling group of players, and now now there's Team Fish. Now
Team
there's
Ripoff, yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool idea of like you guys are traveling together. You have a group of people. You split the rooms.
See,
you split the.
Dell came up with the BFFs.
Yeah,
He came up with the name.
you're giving Dell credit.
No, he was.
Yeah.
Can you tell the people what
No.
the name stands
No,
for?
you
But
really
can't.
I can. It's bitchy foreign, and then you can add the next one on.
And all of a sudden, our live stream went from
I thought it
G-rated
was-
to.
I thought it was just because you're all best friends.
Yep.
Gary lives in Disney World.
I do. Hey, so I moved the camera angle, and Stu keeps messing with the one camera, so we're just not going to even use that one. He keeps moving it around. So we're looking toward the lower end of the bowling center, where I see a couple of my buddies, one of which, this gentleman, going to make the spare on 13. He's fun. And Mark Missoula down there on 11 and 12, why do bowlers always look mad all the time?
They're focused.
So one of the kids from Phoenix
Oh,
has
that was a
seen that I'm
great
in the
split
booth,
pickup.
Yeah.
and he actually wants to stop bowling his squad so he can listen to us.
Yeah, he was.
We had
He's
a
bowling right now and he wants to quit.
we had a 3-6-7 conversion on 15.
Blair, we almost made it the whole time without talking about bowling, and then you just brought that up.
Well, I'm sorry, but that was a good split conversion. I'm sorry.
I'm looking right now over my left shoulder. I see Ron Moore. Think he's any good?
Hey, he's cool. He's been hanging
He's
around
good.
all week.
I was in primary school when he won the British Open.
The what?
He won the British Open. The
And he
biggest
was in
tournament
primary
England.
school.
And I was in primary school. I was
And
about
he-
6, and he won it.
He came from the States and what?
Yeah. Should we get him in the booth and we can get him to talk about it?
Yeah. If you guys get him over here, you guys can sit and chat, and
All right,
go get a cheeseburger.
I'll go get him.
I'll go get a cheeseburger.
Oh, okay. You're going to get.
Mark,
all right,
Mark Anderson will get it for you.
Mr. Mark Anderson is dead to me.
Gary holds grudges.
I don't know if Ron wants to talk.
Ron was recruiting players for his
He's signing
senior
up people
shootout.
for the senior shootout.
Well, then even better, we can get him to talk about that too.
Okay,
there might be
before
2
I
or
go-
3 seniors listening.
All right, I'm gonna get out of the booth, and you guys are good, right? Hey, if you right-click on this thing, if you want to change your camera,
Okay.
you right-click.
You're giving Stu control.
This is
That's what I'm watching.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then this could be next, like right here. But why is that? Yeah, this could be next right here. Okay.
Okay.
So we
It
just
can't be
change
that difficult.
It just change it to right in front of you.
Thank you.
Bye, Gary.
So we're saying this is the live stream right
Hey,
now.
Yeah.
we need to turn off his mic.
Which one is he?
Well, try it and then see if it turns
that
off
him?
somebody.
I'm still speaking. Are you
We're-
still speaking?
I'm
Blair?
still
That's
speaking.
fine.
As long as you can hear me. There you go. Hello? Very funny. Stu. I'm alone in the booth with Stu Williams. Oh, thank goodness Ron is coming. I didn't want to be alone with Stu.
Back again?
Yep. So
Ready, set, and Go.
Hello, Mr. Ron Moore.
Good morning, Stu. How are you?
I'm very good. We were just
Thank you for saving me from being alone with Stu Williams.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
so I was just explaining to Gary that when I was in like primary school, you won the British Open in England, and he didn't believe me.
1993.
See, 1993. I'd just about started real school. Big
I
boy
really
school.
don't want to tell you how old I was.
Yeah, you
Were
were.
you even born yet?
I was born.
Oh, okay.
I was
Yeah,
born in
like-
1991.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were like 2.
I was hoping she was going to be like -3.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, Ron, did you? Were you the top seed that year?
I was.
Yeah.
I was.
You led the SmackDown, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, and that was just a fun bowling center in Nottingham. Upstairs was notoriously high scoring.
And downstairs was a dungeon.
And it was a dungeon downstairs. But yeah, I shot 830 upstairs to get the #1 seed, and was able to. I mean, it was kind of an interesting story because, I mean, I was pretty excited about. Well, not that I'm not excited about bowling now, but I'd run shots out, and you do everything as you were in your 20s, and actually, because they televise it, they were recording.
Well, I thought
it.
you were already in your 40s then.
No. Let me see. 1993, I was actually 37.
So there you go.
So, yeah, still working full-time as an air traffic controller. But he actually had to come to me and ask me if I could stay on the set as we were bowling because I was running shots out and everything. But it actually came to a point where I had, I don't know, I was bowling for about 7 or 8 in a row, and I couldn't even do my score in my head. I had no idea. I knew I was ahead, but I had no idea what the score was. So I actually get up in like the 9th or the 10th, and I'm thinking, just throw something that's not a strike, so it puts some numbers up there that are higher than my opponent's. I mean, I can't even do the math. I'm so excited. But, yeah, I ended up winning the British Open, which was I'm just a exciting trip. Spent that night in London, went to a show, and I mean, that was one of the highlights of my career without a doubt.
No, that was very cool.
And you were really how old? 12?
Yeah, 11 or 12. Yeah.
So, you both travel to many countries. What's your favorite country that you've traveled to?
Well, I can't let Stu hear this, but actually probably England is my favorite.
Really?
I was there, yeah, I did go 5 times to bowl the British Open. Number 2 would probably have to be Australia.
Okay.
As there's so much to see in that place. But yeah, we had a great time. I mean, here in the States, if you go find something, you want to see the U.S. history, right? Really old in the United States is 200 or 300 years
Right.
old. I mean, you could go to a pub in the UK, and you might sit on a bench that's 500 years old.
Wow.
I mean, there's
That's amazing.
just some neat things to see. Of course, we went to Sherwood Forest. You have
Yeah.
to go see Robin Hood and
Yeah.
all those sort of things. But just the history of the United Kingdom. And, of course, it's nice to go someplace where they still like Americans, okay? So,
Fair enough.
yeah, but that would probably have to be the #1 location that I've seen.
Cool.
It was actually great fun. I don't know, what do you think, Stu? You've been all around the world, so
Yeah, I've never been to Australia, though.
is that right? That started as an English penal colony.
Yeah,
So,
the shackle draggers.
yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I obviously didn't find America too bad because I ended up living here. So,
Apparently.
That's right. This is a foreign country for him.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
true.
that's right.
That's right.
but, I mean, like, everywhere has, like, cool places to go and stuff. I mean, like, it's really difficult because, like, to go and visit, like, if I give England as an example, like, London is a really cool city to visit. Oh, my God. I don't know what I'd do if I had to live there. Like, I'd hate to live in London.
Yeah.
It's like New York. You go to New
Yeah.
York City, you have fun, you scream
Yeah.
at people when they scream at you. Could you really deal with doing that as a daily life, though? Like, and putting up with that many people? I mean, I live in a pretty big city, don't get me wrong. But Phoenix is massive.
Right.
Like,
It's
the
concentrated.
city itself is massive.
Right.
So it's not like everybody stood on top of each other.
Yeah.
But, like, some of those cities out east, I mean, like Boston, super cool city.
Love Boston.
So expensive.
Very expensive.
Like,
Yes.
and could you deal with everybody saying coffee all the time and all the, like, let's be honest, Boston's one of the most ridiculous accents in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, like, when Ben
My-
Affleck starts speaking normally, Like, you can't understand a word of what he's saying.
My aunt and uncle will totally kill me, but you're right. You're 100. They live in Boston currently, so
But
I
it's
have
just-
to listen to them all the time, and it's like,
I mean, like, I think I can deal with that better than like the southern drawl.
yeah, well,
Like,
yeah,
but like, it is a ridiculous accent.
it's true.
Like
I
they say,
just like how
they say Bill Parcells.
I just like how cool it is. Like, I think it's fascinating, all of the different dialects and the different words that like pop or soda, or like, you know, you as you're traveling more, you
mean,
say
the
like,
thing
hey, I
is
need a pop, and they're like, no, that's a Coke. I'm
Right.
like, no,
It's
pop.
Fanta. How
Just
could it
the-
be Coke?
Yeah, it's like,
The colloquialisms in each
yeah.
area
I mean,
of
the
the
thing
country.
is in England, we have way more like accents in way smaller like distances between them.
Yeah.
Like you could have like somebody who's like in Newcastle, like, and 100 miles away, you're in a like. People almost speak like they're speaking English. And like in Newcastle, like you can go 15 miles out of Newcastle and like you can understand what they're saying. And in Newcastle, it's ridiculous.
That's interesting.
And like in Birmingham, you'll get a really strong Brummie accent.
Yeah.
And they say things like Tuesday.
Like what?
They're saying Tuesday,
Oh,
but
Wow.
it's like Tuesday.
wow.
And then like, I'm not going to go through accents because I'm really bad at them. But anyway, like in England, there's like some really strong accents, and you're not really traveling very far.
Yeah.
So to me, there's across America, there almost isn't really that many accents because you have to go like a huge distance
Yeah,
for
no,
it to
you're
be
right.
different.
It's true. You're
Right.
right.
And I mean, there aren't that many made-up words either.
Yeah,
Like
but
in English
sometimes I
dialects, there's a lot of like just made-up words.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like, that's
sometimes
not
I need a
word.
translation for you. It's true.
Yeah, I know you struggle with English.
It's true.
But back to your original point about, if like my first time that I did go to Australia, all I saw was Sydney, and it'd be like visiting the United States, and all you saw was East LA.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't be overly impressed,
Right.
if that's all you saw, and so that's your whole impression. But once you get a chance to get around the countries a little bit and see a lot of the different things, and the second time I went back was actually with my work as an air traffic controller, and we got to go to some different places and see some different things, and
That's
it was
cool.
it was actually really impressive. Other
So-
than driving on the other side like they do in UK. Was that any problem for you when you moved here? Not
No,
really.
Not really. It's also not really a problem when you're in an automatic.
'Cause
When you're in a
not
stick
shifting with
shift,
left-handed.
and then like you go like this, and you go, and you get back, and then you suddenly start hitting the door with your hand because your whole life you've gone with your left
it's
hand, and now
shifted.
you got to move with your right hand.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a bit weird. But so anyway, tell us about your senior shootout. You had it successfully two or 3 months ago.
It was actually last November.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. And kind of the genesis of the whole thing was, a couple years from being out on the senior tour, we used to routinely cut to the top 32 guys.
Yeah.
And then we'd have an elimination bracket format. And we'd be in the paddock, and you've probably seen this in the paddock, where you'll see guys looking at the roster and picking out the guys that they're pretty sure they're not going to be able to beat. There's X number of guys already on the roster. They're going to make the finals. So even though the cut is taking 32 out of 120, a lot of the guys are
like
figuring,
25 are gonna make it
are
every
already
week.
there. So there's 80 of us bowling for 10 spots, right? And I thought,
Did you see the way Ron threw himself into that group? Ron's one of the 25, but everybody goes, that guy's going to make it every time. Okay, sorry I digress, but
no,
we'll get back.
I've been-
You were being very...
I've been fortunate lately. So anyway,
Oh, come on now.
But in any case, so I thought, what would happen if I put together a World Series type of event, which a lot of the seniors don't bowl, so we get to see different patterns and eliminate those folks by rule. And would it even appeal? And I knew in the offset I was going to upset some people that bowl for a living. Why would I put something together that excludes them?
And
But-
yourself.
And I do. I am by my own rule excluded from my event. Absolutely.
Because I would figure that if I was running it, you have like, say, 5 titles, it's like, if you've got 6 titles, then you win, and then the next year it's like, if you've got 7 titles,
Hey, it's
you
my
can't
event.
bowl.
I make the rules,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So, but honestly, I went to PBA.com and downloaded. You can do a little bit of search, and you can download everybody that's ever won a title. And I sorted them in order. There were 400 and some odd number of everybody that has at least one regular tour title or one national senior tour title. And I looked at the roster and I said, what names would actually discourage people from entering my event and what names would be indifferent to other people.
Yeah.
And the way the cutoff came was somewhere between 3 and 4. Players with 5 titles, we're probably going to discourage people from one because they're going to be in the list of people that I'm not going to be able to beat over this number of games. So anyway, by default, it ended up with 3. So anybody with 2 or less PBA national titles, regional tour titles don't count, are eligible to bowl. So that was the format we put together with the help of some local people here. There are 5 or 6 of us. And in the first, we're going to cap it 140 just because we only wanted to run one squad. In the first year, we had 126 from
That's
39.
fantastic. From starting from scratch as well.
Yeah,
That's
from
fantastic.
putting it together and just from word of mouth, a little bit of Facebook, event site and the website, and just from talking to people and getting the word out. When 39 different states showed up, my goal by using the different patterns that we're using in the format to get to the finals was to spread the money around. We have 3 different patterns, a 35, a 39, and a 43-foot pattern that play like you would expect. The 35-foot pattern, you're going to play outside. The 43-foot pattern, you're going to play third arrow. And so I want to appeal to everybody. And it turned out, of the 126 players that we had, 87 players cashed for something. It might have been $75, but they cashed for something. 39 of the players cashed for $1,000 or more, and we paid out over $105,000 the first year.
It's fantastic.
So, again, with the support of the sponsors, Storm as the presenting sponsor was a huge benefit. Of course, not to mention South Point.
Yeah, dealing with Mike Moniak's pretty useful with those things.
Yeah, Mike has done more for, bowling around here is incredible. And, he's a huge supporter of the PBA.
Mike over at South Point and the Orleans here are really taking up the mantra of really trying to support. Over at Sunset Station as well, they've done quite a bit. But they're definitely the 3 premier centers for tournament ball in this city.
If you're trying to put something together and you want a receptive ear, there you definitely find that here in Las Vegas, and specifically at those 3 sites that you mentioned. But Mike essentially gave me the plaza for a week. He said, "You put your schedule together, I'll put my staff around your schedule," and we were ecstatic the way it turned out. It seemed to go really smoothly, and of course, Lenny Borish just about destroyed it. Won 3 of the 4 events, but he played exceptionally well. Actually, the first thing we did, I made a commitment to everybody that was bowling. I said, I don't know if I'll change everything, but I promise you we'll do what I call a post-event forensics. We're going to sit down and see what worked and what didn't work. And the first thing I asked my organizing committee here, I said, do we need a Lenny Borish rule? Do we need something if you've made $10,000 or if you have 25 regional titles? Or is there something that we should look at? And unanimously they said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If Lenny wants to come and bowl, he has 2 titles, so maybe he'll win again this year on the PBA 50 Tour or the regular tour, who knows?
And then he's shut out lucky if he does that.
Yeah, and then so, he'll be excluded by rule, but they said absolutely not. So
I think that's the way you have to do it, because if you start tweaking the rules every 2 minutes over this guy can't play or this guy can't play, people just start to get frustrated about it. This tournament itself, quite a few years ago, was a little bit like that.
Right.
People didn't know whether they could. It was very open for discussion. Now, since he's taken over, he's really made it simple. It's this is the rules. If you qualify in these things, that's fine. If you don't fit the criteria, you can't play, and that's there was no gray area, so to speak.
Yeah,
I think that's the way you have to be.
They've done a great job building this event, as you can tell by the turnout. I don't know
it's incredible.
Yeah, by the total number, but there's 60 lanes going every time. So.
Umberto.
But if we do have bowlers, if you're interested in finding out some information about the South Point Senior Shootout, it's scheduled again for this year. November 13th to 17th. It'll be Monday through Friday, the week before Thanksgiving. You can go to seniorshootout.vegas, www.seniorshootout.vegas, and we have the schedule posted, we have the lane patterns posted, we have the rules posted. Just about every information or all the information that you need about the event is online, and I should have entry forms available to download this next week. So we're putting it together again, and every sponsor so far from last year has stepped up again, and we have even more added money this year. So last year we had a little over 20,000, and this year we're at a little bit over 22,000. And I'm talking with a few other sponsors and maybe make it a little better. So
awesome.
It seems to have legs, and I think we're really excited about it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, it was. I know you got quite a decent following from the guys in Phoenix. You got a few guys who came up from Phoenix for sure. So that was nice to see.
And in the feedback that I got, of course we didn't run it 100% perfectly, and there were some things we could improve on. But the feedback, honestly, was overwhelmingly positive. So, I'm excited about it. And I haven't talked to anybody yet. That's one of the reasons I'm down here again is recruiting and smoozing, and of course to thank Storm and Roto for being such a part of the family. But
well, if you want to get back to
recruiting,
trying to bully people into entering your tournament.
Well, that's my job. And actually, I have my good friend right here. It's perfect on 17-18 right in front of us is bowling. Good friend from Fairbanks, Alaska is back down here. Had a couple knee surgeries, and he's back out bowling again. So come down and support him a little bit. So,
oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great. But
do you get back to Alaska much?
No, and the biggest reason is we bowl all summer, right? The senior tour bowls all summer.
And that's the only time you want to be in
Yeah,
Alaska.
and I don't want. There's not much reason to go to Alaska between October and March. So.
I thought you were going to say between January and January.
Yeah, well, that's what we used to joke about up there. If summer came on the weekend, we barbecue. That's about all it was. So, yeah. The summer is really short, but it is actually spectacular. And my time in Alaska was actually absolutely the best thing that ever could have happened to me. I probably never would have gotten the job as an air traffic controller had I not gone up there and spent 25 years as a controller in Alaska. So.
Is it the same deal where you have it doesn't really go dark?
Well, where I lived in South Central in the Anchorage area, it would get to about 20 hours one way or the other, where it would be light from 10 to 2 during the summertime, and then
dark.
It would be light from 10 to 2 in the wintertime. And then we get 20 hours of sunlight. Yeah, it would not be uncommon on Friday night if you're going to go out partying, and so you go into a bar at 11:30 because it's still light and left at 2:30, well, you missed the night. It never got dark that night. And it's pretty easily to go for, a month at a time and never turn your headlights on because, it never gets dark enough. So where Rick lives, it gets to about 22 hours, and the Arctic Circle is the cutoff of where it's actually 24 hours of darkness. So we're about 300 miles south of the Arctic Circle where we live.
Okay.
But, so not too bad, but the Anchorage area. But no, it was, and honestly, that's probably, for a young man, you seem you can handle that pretty well, but at age 45 or so, it really starts to grind on you. And every winter was a little darker, a little longer, a little colder, and then I had the opportunity to retire at 51, which I took that and I'm going to try this bowling thing.
It's worked out okay for you, that's for sure.
Well, coming from you, I really appreciate that, Stu, because you've seen lots and lots of good bowling in your life and are quite capable yourself. So.
Well, I appreciate that. Thanks, Ron.
Well, thank you for coming out and supporting this event. That's pretty neat. It's really good seeing you. I appreciate it.
You too.
Yeah,
take care of yourself.
All right, take care.
Good luck
guys.
with the event.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Ron.
Well, that was Ron Moore, bowler, air traffic controller, and now tournament organizer.
And extremely humble.
Yeah, just a little bit.
The most humble person ever. He's amazing.
Almost as humble as me.
Is that what you tell yourself to go to sleep at night?
No.
No, it's all good. No, you're pretty. As a whole, though, I think
I
that
was joking. It's okay.
No, I know. But as a whole, though, I think that most of the professional bowlers are pretty humble that I've met. No, I'm serious.
Ooh, moving on.
A lot of you don't gloat.
Do you know what? I think if by some chance I make a TV show, I think I should break out the third person.
Do it.
Beef Stew's taking this to a new level this year.
I'm ready. I think you're going to make a TV show in Columbus.
I think we should get Tavio in.
All right.
Tavio,
you've been nominated to join us.
Tavio has a different perspective on everything.
He what?
He has a different perspective on everything.
It's true. Tavio is different. Hi, Tavio.
Oi, oi.
Hi, Tavio.
So we're bringing you in because you have a different perspective on stuff.
Oh,
So-
yeah. It's,
So I'll ask you the question I ask everybody I meet at
oh,
Storm.
my gosh. I'm already scared.
What do you actually do?
You know what? That's what everybody asks everybody at Storm.
No, I know, and it's awesome, isn't it? And the thing is some people who don't end up staying very long often get get a little upset about it. Like when you ask them, you're like, "Hi, I'm so and so." Okay, that's cool. What do you do?
Yeah.
What's your role here?
Yeah. Well,
I ask Matt Martin that every year, and he gives me a different answer every year.
Matt Martin's my boy. I'm peeking. So I'm the technically my title's called the creative director, and I'm in charge of all creative. So everything
if people don't like the ball logo, that's you.
That's me. That's me and my team.
So what are you? Tavio S at stormbowling.com?
Wait, hold on. We're not gonna do that. T-shirts, logos, advertisements, live streaming, everything that you see visually, I have my hand in.
So you have many bows.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, and then with my team, I help direct it. So for videos, I can't do all the videos. So I got my boy Paul here, and
Okay.
Paul does the videos, and he manages doing all that videos. And then we have Matt Martin, because I can't do all the graphics. So Matt Martin does a good amount of all the graphics now. And we have that also in regards to a website. There's a lot of pieces and parts of the website.
Which our new website is, well, this is Roto. Just kidding.
But anyways, thanks for, yeah. But it goes for Rotogrip and
So when are we
Storm.
getting a new website?
We're
That
in
was
the-
a foot
we're
in
in the-
mouth moment
We're
there.
we're in the process. Rotogrip's going to get its
We're finally going to get some love. Yay.
some love.
Oh, jeez.
So
Do you know, every now and again, Tavio sounds like he's a little bit English. He goes, Matt Martin.
He's just mimicking you.
No, I think he's having
I'm just
wandering
copying
accent
your
syndrome.
I do. That probably is.
That is probably true.
I do get influenced real quickly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's what I do.
Tavio's creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. No, he's cool.
And usually coming up with whatever kind of quirky idea to try to sell a ball or try to showcase our brand a little bit more, which everybody does at Storm.
Tavio's
But-
really smart, too.
It gives me
That's what I was saying. He came in for a different perspective.
Yeah.
We have the dumb and dumber here, me and you.
Yeah, great.
brought the
Am I dumb or
intelligent-
dumber?
Well, if you have to ask.
Great.
I tend to try to stay behind the scenes, not really on the
Well,
mic. So
that's why we brought you in. We want to give some love to the people who make Storm tick, who don't necessarily get right front and center.
right.
There's a lot of guys at home office who work really hard on a lot of different aspects
Absolutely.
that people don't necessarily see, or
Yep.
well, not see, but not realize that there's so many people. Because
Right.
was it 2 years ago they just expanded all of the offices over at Storm? I mean, the building now is fantastic, isn't
Yeah,
it?
the building's really nice. I mean,
It's incredibly different to how it was
right.
like when I first went, when you would go around the
It's
back.
like-
And,
yeah, Storm is definitely it's probably been a little longer than 2 years because I've been working with Storm for over 10 years, and
Yeah.
I've been working in Seattle, and then it wasn't until 3 years ago that I actually moved down to
Okay.
Utah and kind of set up shop of living here in Utah. So and that building already was super nice by that point in time. So
Oh, okay.
It's probably
Yeah.
a little bit further back. Yeah. I don't know the exact day that remodeling happened, but yeah, it's a nice facility.
yeah,
I gotta give it to them, especially from the
And for viewers back home, if you're ever in Utah, you can tour it.
hit us
you can
up.
come and see it and see where the bowling balls are created
Yeah,
and
how
you
they're
know,
created and
meet some of the people at the home office. And
check out the little famous test facilities that we have.
you can see the lanes that are featured in our new videos.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool.
It's pretty.
I mean, it's kind of amazing, from even someone who has a fairly basic knowledge of how they would make a bowling ball.
Right.
I was still amazed by how many people actually,
Touch a bowling
Like-
ball. Yeah.
like, the production of it, like quite
Oh,
how
yeah.
hands-on it is.
Yes,
agree.
definitely.
I mean,
definitely.
you'd be surprised as to how many people actually work at home office. Like,
Absolutely.
Right.
It's
was
kind of incredible.
That was when I first walked in, when I was doing my interviews at Storm, when I walked downstairs, and I guess I never realized, you realize that a person makes a bowling ball, but you can't visually comprehend that people are at every step of making
Right.
a bowling ball. And it's
Like even when they're taking it out of the mold,
Right.
they put it to the next guy. The
It's-
guy pushes the balls across.
the surfaces.
Then they've got to leave it so that it'll go hard. Then
Yeah.
they get the guy who's going to cut the balls down. Then you've got the guy who's going to put them into the machine that will polish them.
Yeah.
Then you've got
Right.
the guy who's going to engrave them. Then you've got
Yeah.
the guy who's going to box them. Then you've got
Yeah.
the guy who's going to label them.
Yeah.
Then you've got the guy who's going to pack them.
It's
and
incredible.
that's just like from after it's made.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Every-
yeah, it's like it's like the behind the scenes of like Willy Wonka and
Willy
the
Wonka.
chocolate factory.
But it is like the largest candy store in the world, though, isn't it?
It feels like it to a bowler.
Bunch of
Yeah.
jawbreakers.
Yeah, and you walk in and and it smells like Storm. Like,
Urethane.
it's like a whole like experience throughout. So
Yeah,
definitely.
no, it's actually, it would be kind of cool even in the box if there was something to maybe showcase, somebody's name.
Yeah.
So-and-so touched this, or help make this ball.
Well, they do
you know?
sort of have that on the outside of the box. It tells you
Story.
which inspector inspected
Right.
the ball.
Yeah.
So it actually
Yep.
gives a number.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
it might be fun if they change that to Mary H.
Mary,
inspects
yeah, right?
This ball.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just like, hey,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
pretty.
Well, that sounds like a Tavio project.
I know. I
Sounds
just
like you
added
just
another
got yourself some more
This is what
work.
happens every time.
You're gonna have
This
to
is why
go
he
round.
stays
You're
out
gonna
of
have
the
to go round
Yeah.
and get everybody's picture.
I
Yeah.
know.
I mean, Schlem's got autograph cards. Why can't Mary, who packs the ball, have autograph cards?
Start getting signatures from Mary.
Yeah.
She turns
But well, and it's just incredible that Bill and Barb built this. I mean, our owners of Storm, it all started with them. And
Right.
the reason why we we're sitting here at the TAT because we love bowling. We love bowlers, and we do all these events every year, and we want to be part of it. And we bring Stu in so that he can make fun of people all week long. I'm not sure why we do that, but no. But and in all seriousness, we had Rocio here this week. We had Tim Mack was here for a little bit, and we just want. It's just amazing. I don't know.
right. Oh yeah.
Incredibleness. And we give Tavio more work to do every time. I really like when he shows up to events because then I can talk his ear off about all these things that we need to do.
We need to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, let's get in line.
Yeah. It's not like you have a lot going on or anything, right?
I realize that ideas, a lot of people have ideas, but
true.
a lot of people can't execute ideas.
That's accurate.
And that's, if you can have the two, like it makes you a stronger, force to be reckoned with.
Are you trying to say something?
Not me. No. I just execute ideas.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and that's good. We need you because sometimes I get caught up in having an idea, and I think everybody does. You want to sit there and it's easy to brainstorm.
Right.
Then it's like,
It's fun to brainstorm.
it's like, wait a minute, I have to do this. How do you do this? So, bowling?
Yeah, let's check it out. I mean, we're already
I
wrapping
think
up
we
here.
should let Tavio talk about bowling.
Oh my goodness.
Well, this is
Okay.
only game 2
Oh
in
yeah.
front of us. They're just
Tavio,
finishing.
tell us about bowling.
Oh man.
Do you bowl?
I mean, yes, but am I a good bowler? No. If that's what we're talking about here.
I was going to have you commentate bowling because it's fun, I think. I think you bring an interesting perspective when you watch bowling.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of things that you can say about bowling. But right now, there's nothing happening because
Well,
it's
we're
pretty
wrapping
much
up.
wrapped up.
Yes, we are. Well, we're wrapping up this game. There will be another game
Yeah.
coming.
No, I know.
Like lane the 15 and 16, they're starting a new game. No Rules Pearl just went down the lane.
Right. So Stu, do you ever use tape?
Which type of tape?
like tape for your knee or elbow or
Yeah.
any of that?
Yeah, I used it on my wrist a little bit.
And do you feel like it gives a lot of stability or support?
Well,
Work out for you well?
I found that my wrist was getting quite stiff when I'd finished. So since I started using it, I find that afterwards it's not stiff. So I don't necessarily think that I don't feel it makes a huge difference when I'm actually bowling. It's more that my arm, wrist, I guess, doesn't get as fatigued.
Right. Was it recommended to wear it at one point, or did you just decide at one point?
No, I just tried it.
And it worked.
And it seemed to have a reasonably positive effect. So I
Right.
was like, I'll keep doing it. But now you say that, I don't really think I've won that much since I've done it. So maybe I should start taking it off.
We're trying to make Stu have a.
Paranoid. See, now Mark Anderson's, like, he was taking me to the airport, and he was so desperate to get out to give me a ride to the airport tonight for the red eye.
And now he's like,
managed to buy tickets for something. He's like, oh, is there any way you can get a ride? Well,
you were my ride.
no, Mark. That's why I don't charge you very much rent.
We've been kind of railing on Mark today, although I'm not because he bought me lunch yesterday, so I'm good.
Yeah, where'd you guys go? Get some Asian food,
Yeah,
right?
downstairs.
Some Chinese?
It was good.
Mark's trying to
I
convince
finally
me to
got
go for
sushi.
lunch now, and he's like, Fuddrucker or Chinese? I'm like, not Chinese.
I would like to tell Mark that he needs to pick better sushi the next time. Although it was it was good. I got off the plane and I felt like sushi. I feel like anytime I come to Vegas, I want sushi.
Really?
I haven't found a good sushi place.
That's what
in
happens
Ohio.
when I go home to old Seattle. So I want some.
If anyone knows a
sushi
good
or
sushi place in
seafood
Ohio, shout out to me because.
Anybody saying anything in the chat or?
No, we have a quiet chat today.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of, quiet day.
Maybe they're just checking in and hanging
Right.
out, and
Maybe they have us on mute, right? And
they hate us.
I'd understand that.
I would mute Stu. I'm just kidding.
Stu's a good guy.
I like
Stu.
Stu's awesome. We like Stu.
He has a good personality.
Stu's fun. Stu, how's your week been at the TAT? Have you enjoyed meeting bowlers and?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to. I've actually seen quite a few people from England who I haven't seen for like 5 or 10 years, so that's been kind of
that's
cool.
cool.
But it's kind of a strange mix because there's a bunch of people from England and there's like half of Phoenix is here. So
Right.
like.
So you got this.
So I feel like I
Nice
know a third
marionette.
of the field at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite amazing to have so many people bowling every squad. It's both heartening and disheartening at the same time.
Yeah.
That so many people would turn out to bowl a tournament and pay money to bowl,
Right.
but that so few people will bowl a scratch tournament.
Yeah.
Right.
So like, it's incredible that so many people are here. It's just sad that those same people won't just bowl.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely reaching a niche in the market that's obviously not that small of a niche.
Right.
Of course.
But yeah, it's definitely very cool.
How do you? How often do you get to go back to England?
Probably a couple of times a year.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
asked him that yesterday.
In the chat?
No.
Oh, just personally.
I was curious. I
Right.
Yeah.
Do you miss it in a lot of
Yeah.
ways?
Like I obviously miss my parents and stuff, but I miss like in a lot of cities, like Vegas is a poor example, but in a lot of cities, after like about 8:30, you literally can only like for takeaway, you can only eat like Taco Bell or McDonald's.
Right.
And
Everything
that
closes
really
up.
annoys me.
Right. So.
Like in England, like they'll have fish and chip shops open till
Yeah.
like 11, like kebab houses, like pizza places,
Yeah.
like all of that stuff is open late. Here it's like,
Done.
everybody's just like going to bed like they're a school kid.
We need sleep.
Yeah. No,
Like,
I
and-
understand that.
And like it's just annoying because I don't really like either of those places greatly. So it's like, really guys, we can't come up with better than this. It's like I really miss like a proper fish and chip shop.
Are you a nightlife kind of guy? Are you usually up at night? Are you usually
Yeah, but not
at
like
that-
but like I'm a boring up at night.
Yeah.
Like I'm at home doing stuff, not like out in a club.
Right.
Well,
right.
and if your tournaments, if you guys are bowling until pretty late, we're limited on what we can eat.
Yeah, Blair.
I'm
Preach.
just saying. I'm just. It's annoying.
It is, but it's just America's full of like terrible takeaway.
Right.
Like it has great restaurants, terrible takeaway.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Hey, we have someone in the chat room from Massachusetts that says
Well, I
hello.
thought you were just going to say someone in the chat room.
No, just one.
Well,
That's
we did
it.
actually. We have 2 people that are now active. So
yeah,
I'm
go
happy.
Patriots. Go Patriots.
Yeah, I'm thinking that their handle is Boston Bowler. So.
Yeah, they're,
yeah.
they're probably abusing my accent.
Aw.
They're refusing.
Boston is actually one of my favorite cities in the entire world.
Because earlier on I was saying how I like Boston, but they have the most ridiculous accent in the world.
Oh yeah, my dad is a Bostonian.
My
Oh, this is great. I'm insulting everybody.
my aunt and uncle are
Definitely
there.
has the accent.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
Faneuil Hall is probably my favorite market, shoppery. Shoppery is not a word.
We
but
actually
shopping area.
3 years ago we did New Year in Boston.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome because it was when the Patriots last won. It was 2 years ago. It was when the Patriots last won the Super Bowl.
Oh.
Because there was a sign that said "Go Pats."
Yeah.
So I recycled that picture this year because
Oh, that
Go
is cool.
Pats.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, my wife is not a Patriots fan, but she dug in for the team today.
What is she?
Cardinals.
No, she is a So she was originally a Houston Oilers fan when she was a kid, but then she fell in love with Peyton Manning, so then she was a Colts fan and a Broncos fan.
Yeah.
But never really a fan of those teams, just a
Right.
fan of Peyton.
Right.
So
follow
now
the plane.
Peyton's done what was best for him, which was retired before some lineman put him in a coffin.
Yeah.
She's now become a Houston Oilers fan again, and for people not as old as her, the Houston Oilers are the Tennessee Titans. So she's a Titans fan now.
Huh.
But she got Brady, and
Oh,
look
look
at
at
his face.
he's like, huh?
He's like,
This
oh.
is awesome. What is it?
Yeah.
That's what it
He's like, why is this floating? So my wife bought Brady a Patriots balloon. Look at this picture. He's even more confused.
You should tweet this picture out so that people can have a visual. Aw.
But earlier on in the day, he was obviously a little happier than when he's been with me.
That's adorable.
So I will tweet.
Your son is adorable.
Right.
Yeah, he's just like his father.
Well, I don't know about that. I think he looks like his mother, which is saving him.
Hey, you know what? I think that's a tweet that should have a comparison of your baby photo with,
Ooh.
and see if you do look like.
Yeah.
I don't have a baby photo with me though.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
You don't have any Facebook baby photos? Any?
No. No, unfortunately not.
Maybe that's later in the year. He can do a comparison of Brady and himself.
And then a picture of Tina.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
have people vote about which one does Brady look like
Right.
more.
You can even do
His head is in the 99th percentile. I'm pretty sure he looks more like me.
Yeah, he does have a pretty large head. But have you seen the pictures of him holding his head up?
holding his head up. No, I haven't seen the holding the head up.
If Tina's listening, your son is adorable. He really is.
He's a
But
cute kid.
I got to meet him at the World Series.
Love his hair.
I know. I actually got to meet him in person because she brought it, or not World Series, at the U.S. Open, right?
No.
World Series?
Both.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not coming again.
Ever?
No. Didn't make the cut the World Series once. Didn't make the cut the U.S. Open. The cloud. No, I'm not allowed to say things like that. My wife doesn't see the funny side of me saying things like that.
Poor Brady. He can't even talk back to you yet. You can't say things until he can.
I think when he gets
can
older and he
talk
overhears
back.
this, he would laugh.
Yeah, well.
He's going to have a sense of humor like his pop.
Oh, I'm sure. It's to deal with his father. He has to have a sense of humor.
I mean, Stu just keeps on zooming in and zooming out of the picture.
I'm laughing. It's
Laughs
just funny.
a
He's
little
like,
He's adorable.
Thanks, Blair.
Anytime.
Hey. Blair keeps saying he's adorable. I'm assuming she's talking about me.
No, not even. Not even a little.
You're easy on the eyes.
Thanks, bro.
See?
Okay, I'm glad I'm sitting at this table and not the bromance table. You guys can have
Tavio's my guy. Tavio might be the prettiest guy who works at Storm.
Whatever.
that. Wow.
That's harsh. I think it's Paul.
Really? Nah. It's a shame you don't have a company directory online, and we could get a competition going to see if anybody thinks that anybody's.
I'm glad you don't.
It might make people feel bad.
What? How much prettier you are than everybody else?
No,
Can we talk about bowling?
no, I don't know where this is going.
Can we talk about bowling? Let's talk about bowling.
Sure. Do you know anybody bowling, Blair? Oh,
In this
the
area,
guy who's just about to bowl on lane number 17 is
Yeah.
the owner of Dream Bowl Palace in Munich.
In Munich, Germany, huh?
Yes, he is
Really?
the owner. Yes.
do you know that Munich, Germany is a place I really want to go?
Do you know the last time I was in Munich, Germany was when they had the terrorist attack, and Tina was telling me I wasn't allowed to leave my bedroom.
Fair
Really?
enough, yeah.
Wow.
I actually think that I'm going to plan. So my lucky number is 27, and I turn 27 next year, and I want to plan a trip to Europe. That's my intent.
Hello.
Because I always said I would do something when I turned 27.
I think
can't-
it's worth doing.
Sorry.
Yeah, I've been to Spain, but I was not a fan.
Really? What part?
We started in Madrid, and we went south.
All
So
the way
we
to
hit.
Barcelona?
We did not go to Barcelona. And I've heard that if I had gone to Barcelona, I probably would have enjoyed it more. But I did like Segovia. I actually liked that city a lot. They have some castles and. Oh, don't look at me like I'm a girl and I just said
American
I like
women and
castles.
castles. It's so pathetic.
Whatever. And Salamanca is also very cool because they have like frogs everywhere. So like in this one church, you have to like search for the frog.
Really?
Yeah, it's like they have a frog in their structure. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. But I really want to go to Germany actually.
Yeah.
I'm a little German, so
Are you? Are
No,
you like,
no,
how
actually.
tall of a German are you?
how tall of a German?
You said you're a little German.
Well, I mean,
So,
I'm.
I mean, like,
oh
how-
yeah, you're hilarious. Well, I'm actually my dad is actually 100% German. Like both of his parents are German.
Wait, but is he from Germany? Was he born in Germany?
No, but his.
So he's
Well,
American.
he's an
right?
American German. Yes,
Or just American?
American.
Just
Wow.
American, right?
So, talking about
Done.
bowling, I told you one guy who was bowling, Mr.
I know,
Knobel's
and it
bowling.
lives in Munich, and then we just go
And now
off,
you just-
off the rails, guys.
Sorry.
Trainwreck.com.
Don't worry, guys. It's almost over.
It is. You will not have to listen to us for much longer. But it has been fun bringing you some bowling this morning. I hope you've enjoyed it a little bit.
All right.
They're like, yep, wish we could have had it on mute the whole time.
They probably do have it on mute, which is why we don't have a chat room.
Totally fine.
But everyone bowling right now they're still trying to get into those finals tomorrow.
Yeah.
That is the intent.
They'll be bowling all day, practically.
And then, oh excuse me, we will.
Does that mean they're going to miss the Patriots winning the Super Bowl?
For tomorrow?
No, I think we're
No,
done.
they'll be done.
We're done by Super Bowl time. But we're
Yep.
trying to figure out where we're going to watch the Super Bowl.
It's Vegas. You can watch it anywhere. Just go downstairs.
I heard they had you have to have a ticket to watch it.
Ticket to ride.
That's what we've been told.
A ticket to watch it, yes, but not in the casino.
Well, yeah, you can watch it anywhere. Well, yeah. I'm sure we have TVs in our room. We could probably watch it on
No,
TV
but I'm sure you
too.
can watch it in the casino as well, in the sports book.
Yep.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think you have to. Someone told us that we have to have a ticket.
Yes, to be inside, but they're going to have a screen that's
I got
the
I
size of a
understand.
wall.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
So I don't think your eyesight's bad enough you can't see it from
Hey, I don't
100
know.
feet away.
I don't know about that.
Well, being as how you got dressed this morning, maybe you didn't have a mirror or that good eyesight. It's okay, Blair.
You're gonna shoot 300 this week, and I'm not gonna get a video of it.
It's okay. I got 300 last year. You got a video of it, and I bowled like 112 the next 6 games. So maybe I don't need you to get a video. I'll just play last year's video.
You're
We're
gonna
probably
lead a
playing on the
squad.
same pattern.
You're gonna lead a squad, and I'm gonna be like,
If I lead a squad,
No.
the last thing I'm bothered about is you reporting it on social media.
done with you. I'm eating a cough drop. I've
Hey,
been
what happened
sick
to
for
this
14
bowling
days.
that we're derailed again off of? Let's
Sean
talk about
Conley
somebody
also
here.
thought that we went on quite a tangent, so he agreed.
Right.
Anyway, go ahead. Talk about bowling, Tavio.
All right.
We'll sit back. You
No.
you talk.
So they're bowling on a 37-foot pattern. This is the first squad of qualifying today. They've bowled a 2-game VIP squad earlier on this morning. So what's generally happening is the more they go in the day, the more that people are able to move left and open up the pattern a little bit. Once it carries down, the scores have generally gone up. So from what we've seen, people have been using urethane balls on the fresh. They've been using alpha cruxes,
No
haywires, no rules, like smoother balls. And then they've been able to transition into no rules pull, code black, tight balls. And then people with slightly slower ball speeds or more rev rate have been able to use the high wire quite successfully. And then late by the third shift, Wreck'ems, Daredevils
Started coming out.
have started coming out.
Stu, have you helped? Have you been helping people lay out balls this week?
Nope.
No.
I haven't done anything, Blair.
Why are you here?
Good question.
To
No,
commentate.
we've helped a few people out. Yeah, people have got their tournament entry balls, the high wire, and then they had the shootout ball, which was the no rules. So we've been trying to fit those in people's bags between balls they already had. So just trying to give them something that will complement the balls they have, rather than just lying
Another
dead
ball.
on top of them.
Right.
So
Which is an important thing that I
Yeah.
don't think a lot of people. Sometimes you don't think about that when you're buying a new ball.
Wow, that's a very interesting.
yeah, it balls off the wrong foot
Right.
and then falls onto the right foot,
That's very
which is the left
interesting.
foot.
So,
Oh, my girl Jennifer Nelson.
Like-
She is fighting a back injury this week down there.
That is a very pink outfit.
Yes.
Powder
yes, it
pink,
is.
powder pink shorts,
Hot pink.
let's get a shot
Jersey.
of
hot
it right
pink
there.
jersey.
Yeah, she. I'm not sure how she's bowling this game, but she has been
I think she
fighting
needs
an
a strike
injury.
for 145.
Yeah, she's fighting an injury. I feel really bad because I don't envy anybody that's having back pain when you're trying to bowl, because
Or anything. When you
well,
do
good
anything.
point. Yeah, any kind of back pain.
Or anybody trying to bowl.
Do you? I think I know the answer to this question, but Stu, is it hard to watch bowling and not bowl?
No.
Okay.
I mean, when when it's hard to watch is when you've bowled in the tournament and then you got knocked out because you bowled not very well. Then it's hard to watch. When you come to the tournament knowing already that that's what you're here for,
Right.
then it's not that bad.
Yeah. So we have a question in the chat room. What
Okay.
are the higher scores for today? We saw a 260 earlier in the VIP squad.
I saw a 278 by Robbie Patterson.
Okay.
That was the guy who threw the gutter ball after the front five.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to make
Oh, he
sure
shot 278.
in the VIP squad.
Oh.
I'm going to make sure everybody in Phoenix who's listening knows that Robbie Patterson had the front five and then threw in the gutter. Robbie's like
tweet
the
it.
biggest Arizona Cardinals fan there is.
Aw.
I know. It's cute, isn't it? They're so bad and he cheers them on.
Yeah. So I think we've seen some.
Do you support real football, college, or just college?
Do I support real football?
Yeah, or just
Well,
college.
so here's the problem. I grew up in Columbus, Ohio.
Which
and
is the Ohio. So is the O in Ohio State a 0?
And we're halfway between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yep.
Now, the Cincinnati Bengals have had a good couple years here recently, sort of.
This really wasn't a story time. This was just yes or no, just follow NFL.
Got
I
a
have to
little history
explain it.
lesson over here.
So I follow college football because
Because
I
it's your
don't
team
want
in town.
to. I don't want to follow the Browns.
So
And
you
I
don't follow
wasn't
the
really
NFL.
a Bengals. I mean, I watch it. I'm a fan of all teams. How's that?
See what
Equal
you say
opportunities.
is you use Callahan's excuse. Callahan doesn't. They ask Callahan, which is your favorite sports team? He says the one I bet on.
Oh, there you go. I always watch the Super Bowl. Do you know I was born on Super Bowl Sunday? I was. That is a fact.
I hope your mama has it on in the delivery room.
Well, the problem was the doctor and my father didn't want to be in the room. They wanted to be watching the game.
It was actually quite funny when Tina gave birth. Her OBGYN was talking about Super Bowl Sunday and working it.
Yeah.
She said that the last one there was a lady who didn't want the Super Bowl on.
What?
Because she wasn't interested in football.
Oh, yeah.
And she said to her, "Look, sweetheart, if you want anybody to come in and help you, put the Super Bowl on.
It's
Otherwise,
true. Yeah.
people aren't coming in."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
And the woman's like, "Well, I shouldn't have to watch the Super Bowl." Okay. But just understand that you're going to be last on the list of people running in to help you.
No kidding.
So the Super Bowl went on, I think, in the end.
Stu,
Jeez
this
Louise.
is a question from the chat room.
Okay.
How do you feel about Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers?
Not a fan.
Not a fan. There you go. Official thought. That was it.
Do you want to extrapolate, or is it?
No. Well, I just think that Aaron Rodgers is a pretender to the crown.
Wow. You know that if you ask Stu a question, you're going to get the real answer. So I encourage anyone in the chat room to send him a question right now.
A challenging one, a real challenging
Yeah.
one.
We have a Broncos fan in the chat room.
Sorry about that.
I sort of like...
How was their playoff run this year?
Yeah, not good. Do you know what happened, though? I became a fan of the Broncos almost.
Oh.
then,
Almost, and then what?
and then they started... If I'm a fan of your team, yeah, it's bad.
It sounds like you're just a fair weather fan. Like you
No,
just
I'm not a
go-
fair weather.
Bandwagon.
No, only for the NFL where I don't have a real team.
So
I have-
Gary's a
Broncos
Broncos
fan.
fan.
He's a Broncos.
I have
also,
a baseball
Paul's a
team.
Broncos guy too.
My favorite baseball team is the Atlanta Braves
Why not the Cincinnati Reds?
because my great grandma loved the Atlanta Braves, so I was raised on Atlanta Braves, not the Reds.
Do you like baseball, Tavia?
I have to say, I'm not.
I think
too
it's one of the
interested.
worst sports in history.
Pretty.
How can it be the worst sport in history?
I didn't say the, I said one of.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It looks like Sweden invented it. Nobody should care about it.
Nobody should.
Wow.
Are you a cricket guy?
Yeah.
I
Cricket's like complicated. Cricket's like baseball for adults.
I don't get the game.
I don't
I
either.
don't get it.
Yeah, because it actually is complicated. Whereas people say to me, the reason you don't like baseball is because you don't understand. I'm like, it's not
No.
that complicated. One guy throws it and the other guy hits it.
It's true.
Like the fielders move around. Ooh, there's a shift to stop the guy pulling it.
Right.
That's not that complicated.
Right.
My favorite sport to watch, though, is tennis. I could watch it all day.
She's one of those.
You're the
I
Wimbledon
really
type
could watch
person.
it all day.
So who's your favorite tennis player?
Of all time, or just now? Because now I'm struggling to have a favorite right now.
Jesus.
All time.
There's a consistency here of you not having.
You're a
I
fence
can't
sitter.
play. I
You
can't
sit
play
on the
favorites.
fence firmly.
Yeah, you are.
Well,
fence
no,
sitter.
the problem is that I loved Kim Clijsters when I was growing up on the female side. She was my favorite tennis player because she was so exciting when she played. She did the splits and stuff when she was playing tennis because
Hello.
her parents were gymnasts. So like when she would reach for a ball, she would just like be able to do the splits and still hit it. It was amazing.
Oh, great
I lo-
flexibility.
I love the fact that you keep telling us to talk about ball and then you are off on a diatribe about tennis.
You started it. You started about football. It's all your fault. I blame you.
So
Somebody asked me a question about
I have a question,
Okay, what's your question?
and it's a bowling question.
Okay,
There you
cool.
go.
And I'm the ignorant one here. So Stu, you said that you put tape on your hand,
Wrist.
on your wrist area.
Yeah.
Why not just like use a wrist support of some sort? Like,
Because I don't necessarily, I don't want to like negate the flexibility of my wrist
Right.
and all of the wrist supports, like trying to keep your wrist solid.
Right.
I don't necessarily have a problem with that. I want to be able to be able to make small changes in a wrist
Gotcha.
support restriction movement.
Right. Okay.
A wrist support's more of a training tool rather than a.
I agree.
It shouldn't be called a wrist support. It should be called a
Oh, so
wrist
you-
training device. Or
So
something
you
like
actually so it should be only used for actually practice in a way.
that. I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think Mark Anderson's taking me for lunch again.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. You're
You'll
right.
have Chinese.
I don't hate you.
You'll get
Yeah,
Chinese
you'll have
food.
Chinese.
Oh dear.
Enjoy Chinese. It's
I
actually
wonder
pretty
if I'm
good.
3 or.
Yeah, you're gone. Bye, Stu. Do you want to say bye?
It's kind of
Bye, Tavio.
Oh.
I meant to the people that are watching.
Well, okay.
Well, that was Stu Williams, everyone.
Thanks, Stu.
Yeah, so we are wrapping up. We're heading into the 10th frame on most pairs.
Right.
I think this is the end of our bonus coverage for the day. So we're gonna wrap this up, and we will we'll let the qualifying squads happen, and then we'll be back tomorrow for the finals. And we'll be calling the action. I have no idea who will be in the booth, but I'm sure we will have people in the booth.
Yes, we will have all-star cast of Chris Schlimmer and
Team.
Gary.
Oh, Gary. Oh, Gary. As far as whether we will be live for the 5 p.m. squad, I do not. I don't believe we will be live for the 5 p.m. squad today.
We will not be live for the 5 p.m.
There you
squad.
go, official answer.
We will. We have to close out. We have to prepare
Tear
some
down.
of our
But-
streaming equipment for some other things.
But we possibly will be streaming an event, potentially, tonight.
yeah, if we
Don't-
do, it
don't
would
tell
be
them. Don't tell them.
special.
Yeah, there you go. Because we're not guaranteeing anything right now because of our technical difficulty, which
Yeah.
we talked about earlier, actually.
Oh, you did?
I don't know if it was this stream or the stream before.
Okay. All right. Well,
But-
at least you guys know, and knowing is half the battle.
Well, you can tell them again. I just told them we spent 3 hours with IT and our friends at IT. Oh, it was this live stream because we talked about how we're friends now with the IT people in
I wasn't here during that time.
New Orleans. Yeah, well, you're not friends with them, so you don't get to talk
Fine.
about it.
Okay.
Even
Great.
though you do have the phone number.
Yes,
you
I do
were
have
given.
IT's phone number. On 17, it was 233. The
172.
final score.
Yeah, that's a great game.
Right.
Now, we don't know what they bowled the rest of them,
Right.
but 233 has got to be solid,
Right.
depending on what they had.
Let's start giving these final scores for these lanes that are in front of us on 17, 18, 19,
Oh,
and
that
20.
was a one.
That went straight into the gutter.
Well, he did not go for it.
Yeah.
Nothing. The 1-8, or is that a 1-8? I need glasses. We've also discovered.
I think you do.
Gary just showed up at the booth with 2 bottles of wine.
Hey. Let's get the party started. So we're on 18. It ends with 172 and 113.
He can go out.
And yeah, we
The
don't
B
know
bowler
the
can go
entire-
out for 190.
Yep.
So scores are a little lower around us,
Right.
which has been true most of the week, actually. 17 and 18 does not seem like, minus the 230, does not seem like a fun pair as the day goes on.
Yeah, it tends to have issues with a lot of bowlers.
Which is our finals pair.
Right. Which, you know, I guess is, I mean, if it's the finals and
Yeah.
it needs to be hard, should not it be hard here?
Yeah. Well, but there's a difference between a hard pattern and just a hard lane. Or a
tell
hard
me-
pair of
tell-
lanes.
Tell me the difference. I do
Well-
not know this.
Well, if it's a hard pattern, then you're trying to solve the pattern. And, well, I guess there isn't a difference. I mean, they're both hard. But the topography, at least you know kind of what pattern you're bowling on and the area of the lane that you're supposed to be bowling in. When you're on a pair of lanes that's just a tricky pair, we don't get topography maps for every tournament. They've started to create some for some tournaments, but it's like an invisible barrier that you don't know. There's just a lane that's a challenge, and you
Right.
don't. You have to try to kind of guess, and you're like, okay, well, it doesn't hook back from here, even though it should. That might be the characteristics of the house.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's good to know.
well, people,
Well, we finished up here.
we are wrapping.
And so we're going to get some more people getting signed in for the next squads, but we will not be able to stream those next squads. We will follow up tomorrow,
Yep,
where we're
finals.
actually in the finals and
Finals,
start to
and
get to see the weeding down of people.
and
to,
stay tuned potentially to our pages this afternoon. We might be bringing you something else.
We might have a surprise one for you, but
We're not giving it away,
we're not giving it away yet.
and we're not guaranteeing it.
So just keep your eye out on it, and yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us and bearing with us as we chat with y'all. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching a little bit of the TAT. If you liked what you saw, and if you want to come and try it out and bowl at the TAT,
You know what? I highly recommend it.
I do too.
I highly recommend just
This
coming
is my
down.
first year here, and I can't believe it's my first year here.
Right.
I really wish that I had been here before.
Yeah, sometimes we're limited with space on where we can put cameras and everything
Yeah.
else and cord length and everything. But the TAT is an awesome tournament.
Awesome.
So even if the stream didn't do it justice,
Yeah.
get down here.
And we might
Forget
need to
about
tweet
the
a
stream.
photo out because Paul is wearing a true amateur tournament hat as he said that.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're honestly, it's a really cool event. So they will have a summer TAT event in July,
Wait, so what?
Usually it's in the June-July area.
June, July.
Sometimes it's like on the 4th.
Usually around the 4th of July.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then again they'll have another winter TAT, and if you're a senior bowler, they do have a senior TAT event that they started last October, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, so I think I was out here for that. But all of the information is at trueamateurtournaments.com. You can find out how to sign up, who's eligible, what the divisions are, because there's 1,000 divisions.
I wanna join. I wanna bowl.
You can't because
I know.
you're ineligible.
I know I'm ineligible. but
So
I want to.
yes, but yeah. So if you're interested, come and bowl. I mean, it's really cool. You get to bowl. You pay money, and you bowl all week long. You can bowl 3 games a day, multiple times a day, every day.
Yeah. And
And you're in Vegas.
and you're in Vegas, so. And it's usually during a time of like something else going on. So
Right.
like Super Bowl's happening. So
Yep.
it's much more going on. There's an event happening.
People are having
So-
fun. People are here to party. People
Right.
are here to
So
enjoy
it's good timing.
themselves.
That's all I'm saying.
And if you're on the East Coast, the weather sucks around this time. So it's pretty nice here.
Yeah.
It's like 60, 70 degrees.
Yep. 70 degrees I'm
Yeah.
close to, if
Yeah.
not.
So
And,
yeah. Anyway, we were trying to wrap this up, so we will
so
wrap
we're
it
gonna
up.
wrap it up. We have this last
Pair.
few pairs
Yeah,
that are bowling.
we'll show those.
Give them their little spotlight.
I'm gonna have lunch. I wonder what lunch is.
Lunch?
You already had lunch.
Yeah, I had some seafood. It's great.
Did you go to the oyster bar?
Yep.
It's your like place.
I like
Jones
seafood.
He's been Jones for all week.
I have. Just like
I had sushi yesterday, which
Seafood
I
is
had been.
delicious.
That was my desire.
Did
your
you go to that place
desire.
downstairs?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That was good. I
Yeah.
went there too.
I know, but Mark Anderson picked the sushi.
What
So-
did you have? Don't know. Alaskan?
It was
you
a
just have
roll.
rolls?
We had a roll. We split a roll because we also had Asian food. Because I'd never been there, so I wanted to try it out, and it was really good, actually.
Right. So these guys are, what, on their 10th?
Yep, 220 on lane 12.
Right.
Looks like a 170.
One.
There's another potential 200 on lane 11. Lane 13 and 14. Oh, letter C. He can get to 2. Is a 4-bagger. Looks like he came off of a couple splits. Two 200s. So the person that's up on 14. Oh, crossed over. It didn't carry. He still can get to 2-0. He is at 2-0, actually.
I always like when
Strike. Good shot.
I always like when they lay it down nice and silent, like a ninja.
He is really into this 5-bagger, so I'm thinking that he is either close to the cut or in the cut and doesn't want to get knocked out of the cut. He is very into his.
Yeah, he's fighting for it.
Yeah.
And so.
So he can go out for 220, and several of my friends this week who are bowling have been very close to the cut. So it's everything matters. The scores are. That was a great shot. All right, he got to 220. So
14's on 220. And one finishing up on 13s, doing his 10th frame.
14?
14 again.
You're on 14.
Oh, he's on 14,
Yeah.
but he's on the 13 side.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, 2-hander. He can get to 202.
So if he strikes out, what does he go for, Blair?
Well, he has 174 in the 9th, so he can get to 184, 204. So scores, it does not look like scores were high this block.
No, there were some real low ones on a couple of the lanes.
Oh, she had a little slip up.
So let this dude throw his last shot. Last couple shots, I guess.
He is good for him as well. Oh,
there you go.
nice little messenger. Signed, sealed, delivered.
Look at you.
I'm you.
Just.
That's it.
Oh, trying to get that messenger over. See if he strikes out right here.
He is. Looks like he's pretty locked in.
Look in that lane. Oh.
It's all right. He hit 201.
Blair jinxed him.
I know, I did.
201.
201.
That's what he ends with.
Okay, well, I think that's it.
That
for
is
all
the
that.
end.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us.
And hope to see you, hope to see you tomorrow and during the finals where we can start seeing who will be crowned the 2017 TAT champ.
We're going to back out of here with a commercial we did with Tate Roskelly,
Ooh.
professional BMX rider
Enjoy this.
from Utah. He came up to the plant and thrashed around. He's pretty awesome. So we're going to leave you with that. If you want to stick around, enjoy. If not, we'll catch you tomorrow
Catch you on the flip.
for the finals.
Peace out.
All right. Peace.
Later.